Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. How's everybody doing today? We got a beautiful snowfall over here. I think there was about 6 inches. 6 inches of wonderful, fluffy, white, cold, wet snow. Couldn't it be a weekday, right? Granny, then football. Go birds. I'm a granny waiting for my granny to fire up her live. Hey, Brandy. Mike. Mike said granny is like a granny. I don't even know if that's an insult or not, but I'll take it. Hey, Nikki. Billy. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while, girl. Well, I go so early in the morning, so I miss so many of you. We have a freezing warning today. Tomorrow was 78 yesterday, and then you have a freeze warning. We did. We got about 6 inches. That is crazy. 78. What the hell would a freeze warning for you be? Below 60? BVSM, thank you so much for being a member for 16 months. Maleficent, that is you, right? Y'all go changing your names on me. I can recognize some of you. I think that's you. I think that's you, girl. Hey, agent. I'm so miserable. We're supposed to get 1 to 3 inches and end up with 7. Yeah, same. They kept upping it, upping it, and upping it. And then last night, I had to go get one of the kids, and it was snowing, but it wasn't landing yet. I do get excited, though, to wake up and look and see how much snow there is. And then they plan on going sledding, so that's always fun. 4 quarters. I mean, 4 quarters is $2. Have you seen the inflation? I don't know why you guys laugh at me. One day you're going to be like, you know what? There was a woman named Granny's watching, and she said 4 quarters was $2, honey. And it sure is. I'm telling you. You'll tell me I was right, and I'll tell you I know. Hey, Anyanka. That's why, wait, it would be the opposite, wouldn't it? 4 quarters. Whatever. Yeah. Yeah, no, right. Yeah. Just go along with me. Hey, up to good. Thank you so much for being a member for 18 months. Good morning, my friend. And pretty is as pretty does. Hey, girl. 26 months. That is so amazing. You guys are amazing. Seriously. Oh, Jenna, she's doing, girl. She is just doing. You tell me, I dare one of you to say Granny isn't on point. Who insults a granny? Come on. Your grandma knows best. Eagles play decent in the snow. Hell yeah, Eagles play decent all the time. Like, I know. You're gonna have to ignore that. All right, fine. Let me take myself off the desk. I have to fix this desk. I have to tighten it, and I haven't. So when I lean on it, whatever. Sorry about that, Earthside. Oh, no notification. Be nice. Hey, Meredith, agent with the 103. No, it's okay. I won't lean on it. Oh, thank you, Mike. Hey, Wendy. Boston Nick. Welcome to the MFers. Proud to have you. The Eagles suck this year. Whatever. Whatever. No, it's okay, Earthside. I was just kidding. I figured it was making a noise because I could hear it. So change my name. Well, I remember you. You're a yoga mama. I know some of your avatars. Hey, Angel Chip, but I do have really bad memory issues, so don't ever get insulted. We got like 2 inches. It's so pretty. 2 inches is perfect. It's enough to like enjoy the snow, but still go about your day. Kim with the 17 months. Go Bills. Killed me to say it. I did think it was going to say birds. That little farmer's market was so damn cute. I know. Did you see the big Storyland book? How cute was that? I loved it. It was nice. My favorite granny is always on point. Thank you, my favorite B. Thank you for being a member. Head into the Giants game today. Oh, that's a blessing, Jay Kells. Have so much fun. Been Tom Chickens years ago. I couldn't believe how like just nice that thing was. Shove a folded piece of paper under one leg and boom, it's fixed. It actually has these things that you can roll down to even it, like these little twist legs on the bottom. But I would have to take everything off the desk to do that because the desk is heavy. So I would have made time to go to more games. I had one of those troubled sleep nights. Be on the lookout for a post I'm going to put on my community tab. I want to be left unsupervised and sleepy. If it snows 2 inches in GA, we definitely don't go about our day. The state shuts down. Oh boy, not us. And you know what really sucks? These kids get cheated out of snow days, right? Because they just make them do everything on the laptops. So they don't even get like a. We used to wake up and stare at the TV and wait for our school to scroll across the bottom to know if we had off school or not. For these kids, it don't even matter. They still have to get up and do the schoolwork. It's such a ripoff. Like there's a movie called Snow Day, right? Like Snow Day is a classic day that kids deserve. Give them a dang snow day. No schoolwork, no virtual learning. Let them just go have fun. I hate that. We have never get snow days even negative below. Stupid. I would pray for snow. Yeah, now it doesn't matter. Still got to wake up, log in. -8 in Detroit. Why would you live there? I know what you mean. That Gary, you missed that one. That was a total dad joke that you missed. UA got you there. It's 35 here. Tomorrow will be 70. What the fuck's wrong? Where are Texas? Mm. Yeah, something's wrong with this world. We're supposed to get another 3 inches by 1 p.m. We already have 6 inches. I don't know what we are predicted at. You better mark that territory, Gare. That's when you lie and say you have no power, so no internet. It's just stupid. You know, one of my favorite movies are Jack Frost, where the little boy's dad passes away and becomes a snowman. That movie used to make me cry. I thought I was past chasing down a sold-out toy at Christmas, and here my husband and I searching for grandkids. Oh, is there a toy of the year? The UK grinds to a halt at the merest flurry of snow. I love that. -5 with wind chill of -25. The air hurts. Why do you guys live in these places? Oh, such a beautiful movie. Michael Keaton. I'm not like an actor or actress name person. I could have a favorite song and never know the artist. I have favorite bands, don't know who the individual names are. I'm just a regular, watch the movie, and that's it. Oh, did you hear that back crack? Talking about the 90s, Jack Frost, a scary one? Yeah, no. It's definitely, hey, Rainbow Baby. We got snow here before Thanksgiving, then Mother Nature got hot flashes. That is wild. 66, Southern California. Sorry, guys. Yeah, whatever. Just brag. Thank you, Yoga Mama. I'm not fat. I'm not changing your name. You will always be Yoga Mama to me. The Polar Express is a good one. I remember my kids had a teacher that literally looked just like the main conductor, I guess is who he was, of the movie. And they did the little Polar Express thing at school. And I still have made their ticket into like ornaments. Really cute. When they were little, we had the bell. And if you heard it, da-da-da. Am I watching Welcome to Derry? I am living for Welcome to Derry. They were supposed to do a Michael Myers one, a Halloween show like that. And I haven't heard anything again. Almost a year, Miss Sarah. Proud to support you, Jess. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's 9 degrees here. This is not normal. Is anything about this world normal at the moment? Hey, Captain Lee. Good morning, Beach Life. It's going to warm up to 30 by Tuesday. Wow. You only need 1 pair of gloves instead of 2. I'll be Burger King. You be my McDonald's. I'll have it my way. You'll be loving it. Don't try that in the real world. Please don't. Don't do it. 12 months. Chaos Roses. Thank you so much. I'm doing virtual heart symbol back to you. Hey, a blank slate. Good morning. I miss them days. My kids are older now, teenagers. Yeah, they suck, don't they? Gosh. I was, when we were at the farm the other day, I'm seeing like all the toddlers and the way their face lights up, and it really made me a little sad. Like the magic of the holidays it's just not there. Of course, we still do like the baking of the cookies, and I got stuff to make our own apple cinnamon ornaments, but I'm pretty much forcing them at this point. You know what I mean? For where to help my autistic grandson when they moved in. Now the kids love it. No controller, all body movement, like the Wii Next playground. Oh, that sounds amazing. Never even heard of it. Thank you, Laura. I appreciate that. Thank you, New Jersey Robin. I appreciate that. Comes around again when you have grandbabies. Yeah, I suppose. High at 22, low at 12. Darzilla. You just don't even move. I mean, move from wherever the hell you live, but don't move your body today. Stay in bed. I couldn't even imagine. Oh, I know, Liberty Farmer. I just don't, current times. Hey, Miss Jess. Good morning, proud for her mom. I'm over winter already. I've always hated it. Haven't watched Welcome to Derry. I marathon Landman. I've never heard of that. Landman. But Welcome to Derry is amazing. Anybody else watching it? I still have my apple cinnamon ornaments from 10 years ago. Yeah, they smell amazing. Your creating Christmas memories they will carry on with their own children in future. That's exactly why I'm doing it, to be honest. They're at the ages where it's like, you're going to really remember this, if there's anything you remember. It's so easy, Marshall Dove. Unsweetened applesauce and cinnamon. That's it. Liberty Farmer, thank you. Merry Christmas and happiest of New Year's to us all. See, Remy, both of mine are a year ahead. And yeah, it's not the same. Cincinnati is negative 2 degrees. Fuck that, man. I so agree, Jess. Magic gone. No toys to buy. No excitement. It sucks. And you know what's even more sad about it all? Hey, limited edition. I'm giving all the spoilers, motherfuckers. You know what? It's even sadder to think about. So many of these kids are like electronic babies, right? So it used to be like the older the child got, the more expensive the main gift became. A cell phone or a gaming system. And now there's kids that are like 8, 9, 10, 11 wanting electronics. Like they don't play with toys anymore. I think that is such a sad thing. Toys are so important for a kid's development. I mean, the idea of using your imagination, it teaches so many skills that should not be replaced with electronics. It literally breaks my heart. I mean, fuck, have any of you saw Toy Story? How do you think these toys are feeling right now? They're being left to rot in landfills because people buy their kids too many toys and the kids don't even touch them because they rather have an iPad. God, it breaks my heart. What would Woody think? Matter of fact, they are coming out with Toy Story 5, and that's exactly the storyline. The toys are coming together to fight against electronics. And I'm cheering them on, but they can't beat them all. We got to do our parts. I mean, what's a kid going to do? Most parents are on their phone all fucking day. I see people at the park, parents are on the phone. Kids like, Mom, Mom, Mom. On the train, everybody's on their phones. At a diner, everybody's on their phones. Hell, even driving, everybody's on their phones. Walking down the street, bunch of fucking zombies looking into their hands. Everybody's on their phones. It's so sad. It really is. Perfectly with the 6 months, love waking up to your stream. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you. Straight Talk coming in with the 200. That means over 200 of you have not hit the thumbs up. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Don't make me put an annoying poll that every time you come in, you have to push remove poll because I'll do it. Don't test me. Hey, Ola. I just give them kind of kids gift cards. There's not much to be done about it, really. It's on the parents. My bestie's kid is getting the game Sorry and books. Some kids still get toys. I love Sorry. Now they make a Sorry game that's just for 2 players, and it's like I guess first and second player play it out to see who's the ultimate winner. Almost like it was by design, probably. She has raised $1,500, so she will have her entire YouTube check to blood on her and Craig. Is she raising $1,500 for 2 kids? That's wild. Now look, all 3 of you were 207. Is that really what she's asking for? $1,500? I'm pretty sure she asked the same amount last year. Wow. Sure is. Interesting. They also have a board game of Tetris that's pretty fun. We play it. Wasn't her PayPal removed? I mean, she is circumventing PayPal's policy, and I would assume, have to assume, using a different name, or was using a different name before. She's using her Discord to scam people, in my opinion, probably. Oh, I see it. Let's take a gander here. But why would you need 1,500 for 2 kids' Christmas? Anything helps at this point. My income unfortunately plummeted over the last 2 months, and all the months, December is the one that took the biggest hit. So what's interesting about this, and I'll tell you, what's interesting about it is that you just bragged the other day that your channel's doing great and you're making great money. Secondly, it's interesting to say that your income has plummeted, but you sued me on the basis that I impacted your income. Now you're saying that is plummeted the past 2 months. You sued me a year ago saying that I ruined your income. Everything about this is right on par for who and what you are. Everything about it. You're a piece of shit. You got a very capable man who sits there and brags to everybody how much money he has. And then you come out here and you ask for money from your audience. And not only that, but it's fucking December 14th. You mean to tell me you haven't purchased gifts yet? And you're going to make it like you're waiting on your audience the last 2 weeks of Christmas to go purchase Christmas gifts? This is the same thing she's done every single year. Never, ever, ever, whatchamacallit, puts up an Amazon wish list or anything, just cold, hard earned cash. No, MJ's life, I still have to go get a few little things. Well, not little, actually, my son a phone. PsyOps, do you know how many times I had to go with the help of local organizations that you're lucky if your child even got anything off their list at all? They just gave you a bag of toys that were donated and you made the best of it. It is every single fucking year. It is unbelievable. And again, 2 weeks before Christmas, and then to say, oh, it plummeted and blah, blah, blah. Beggars can't be choosers, and somehow this bitch is always a chooser. It drives me insane. I've never witnessed anything like it. Right, Jason. I heard her say that the other day. Oh, and I won't see December's pay until January. Yeah, like the rest of us. Are you fucking kidding me? Again, she has a very able-bodied man who sits there. And did you hear him insult the other day? Did you hear him insult the employee? Hold on. Let me read these really quick. I'm newer to all this BJ crap, only about 2 weeks in, and I swear I've never been more disgusted with someone on YouTube than her sorry ass. The entitlement and manipulation is insane. It is it makes you wonder how people like this even exist. We got Rody Gale. I have to agree, it's bullshit. My 5 had donated toys many times when they were little. We do what we can. But no, Rody Gale, her kids want electronics. Well, guess what? You set the precedent for what your kid believes Christmas to be. I knew when my kids were younger that I was a single mom who was struggling. So I always told my kids that the elves and Santa don't make electronics, that comes from the parents. So when their little friends came in with the latest PlayStation, they understood that's because the parents got it. The elves don't make electronics. And I don't believe for 1 minute her kids even believe in Santa. Even better is sit them down and tell them, hey, you know how you said before, Mom, do you have any money? Do you have any money? I don't have money. So you're not going to get this electronic to collect dust with the rest of them that I bought you. You're going to get what you get this year, son. Pick out something else. 5 kids and 11 grains, and I still don't spend $1,500. Unbelievable. I'll never forget when my daughter was 2 years old, my father said to me, whatever you give her this upcoming Christmas, she is going to remember. You are going to have to match that every year to come. Only give when you can afford to give and nothing more. And it was the God's honest truth. Because as they get older, and they are in the ages of believing, they want to know why last year they got so much, this year they didn't. It's just unreal. Lost my husband 42 years, so you're a much needed distraction this morning. Holy shit, Feisty Nana, I am so sorry. I hear you. I really do. Melanie, thank you so much. Thank you. I mean, hell, 1,500, but she's going to go get them dollar store throat spray after a week of being sick. And you know what, Brittany? You asked the other day, how do you know I haven't taken my kids to the doctor? How do you know? You stalker, stalker. I'll tell you how we know. Because when you're agreeing with your audience that it sounds like bronchitis, the person with an average working fucking mind can figure out that you didn't take them to a doctor, or you would have very well easily responded, no, it's not bronchitis. The doctor said. Not only that, but you wouldn't be telling them to hold on for the 5th hour in a row while you talk drama and bullshit online. You would have had the spray, the throat spray. Matter of fact, how many of you have medicine in the cabinet for when the kids get sick? How many of you are prepared? It amazes me that somebody who constantly has sick family members doesn't even have the necessary medicines readily available. Sitting there. The moment she had to pick the kid up from school, she should have stopped at the store right then and there and got them everything they needed to have a comfortable weekend. Talking about they heard my kid bark one time in the background. It's not one fucking time. You lie about the dumbest shit. You're the one that told everybody the kid's been sick for a week. You're the one that told everybody the school sent the other child home. You tell everybody all your personal business, and when people remember it, because we're not idiots like you then say everybody's obsessed and stalking. No, you're the idiot that keeps putting your business out here. And I'm sorry, it's their business, not even yours. The first 50 donated to her PayPal, she immediately withdrew. Right? She's a greedy little gremlin. What do you expect? Somebody's got to buy Craig that alcohol for this weekend. Unreal. Love you. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up. Mean, I don't have my own children at home, just some that visit. See? And them kids are always sick. There was one winter where they literally were coughing all freaking month long. And I'm not exaggerating you. I'm not exaggerating you. That's the truth. But, how do you know I didn't take them to the doctor? The other reason we know you didn't take them to the doctor, Toots, is because when you do anything that resembles a semi-productive member of society, you brag about it. You don't shut up. You make sure everybody knows that you are out there doing something that resembles the slightest bit of parenting. Y'all, I took Neil to the doctor today. We would hear all about it because you're incapable of just being a decent parent and not having to come to the internet to make sure the whole internet knows that you did some type of parenting today. You said the funniest thing the other day. You said, what did these people do all weekend? I spent time with my family. You think being offline is spending time with your family? That's enough to spend time with? That's all it takes? Just not being online, not being live? Interesting. Interesting way to think. Thank you, Sparkling Life. She is such a Christian, but doesn't know the real meaning of Christmas. She knows it. She's not a Christian. I mean, if that girl's a Christian, then I never heard somebody brag that they didn't go live that day. So that equated to being productive. I've never. I mean, I don't go live for days on end. This weekend alone, we did 3 different events in one weekend, 3 different local events. And you think just not being online, where we know when you're not online, you're on phone calls with your mods. You told us yourself. You think that is spending time. How about sit down and build a gingerbread house? How about paint? How about draw? How about just coloring in coloring books? A board game? There's so many things to do that it cracks me up. Please put this towards something for you, Jess. Thank you, James. I appreciate you. Thank you. I spent 2 weeks with my grandson. We did activities every day, and it really didn't cost a lot of money. No, there's so many ways you can do it for free. I think of that lady from Wife Swap, not a Christian, the one that was freaking out. They put her with like the tarot ladies, tarot family. She did mute when she went to the register at the gas station buying his booze. Wow. I mean, you got this motherfucker writing scriptures in the chat, and then he comes on the mic and he has the nerve to tell that the delivery person, whoever the delivery person was, that they are an idiot to risk their lives, okay, for knocking at their door for a minimum wage job because he could have took his life. Craig has this idea that he's allowed just to pull his gun if anybody enters his property, and that is such a dangerous way to think. And then you hear their child, their sweet little six, child in the background, follow along with daddy to call that person a dummy. Okay, I told y'all, UA. Uh, Sorry, Lucky's mom. It just, how do you do that? How do you go from that? Yeah, dark sided. Let me be the dark sided one. Tell me all kinds of stories about when he was a kid, and I'm so thankful. That is wonderful. They have a lot of free activities and programs. I mean, yeah, he said that. Absolutely. Craig was like minimum wage worker. I forget. I'm not going to copy because I don't know verbatim what he said. And then you hear the little child say, dummy, all in the, Brittany's sitting there talking about all this baseless drama with sick children behind her. It's just, you're so fucking cringe. There's no priority. You know what's sad about it? You get a temporary enjoyment off of it, right? Like you are temporarily getting your rocks off to all of this short-term attention you're getting. But I can guarantee you in the next 2-3 years, you're going to regret these moments. You are going to greatly regret these moments, even more so 10 years from now. Your children's childhood memories, their core memories are at this age. And what they're going to remember is mommy and daddy being fucking idiots on the internet. They're going to remember all this stupid drama. They're going to remember daddy being drunk and talking about, they're going to remember it all. What they're not going to remember is the day your house was swatted because you fucking lied about that. Put a 1 in the chat if you've heard the truth about the quote unquote SWAT. I'd love to know who heard the truth about that. Why can't she put Christmas stuff on that Best Buy credit card? Facts. Facts. So apparently, Julie Skolnick, whatever, is taking Britney for copyright court, right? Why? I don't know. I'll just be honest. I don't know. I barely recognize this place anymore. We used to have like these unspoken things, right? We didn't strike people like just being like stupid. Somebody was like grossly misusing your content and they're doing it solely to berate you and they're just playing your shit without any copyright or whatever. Fine, go ahead, strike. But we used to have some type of like resemblance of I don't know. Nowadays it's like, hey, let's go ahead and we'll sue everybody and get restraining orders and call cops and CPS and frivolous, baseless lawsuits. And why not? Why not? Oh, Loki's mom, if you can, I would greatly appreciate it. But obviously, no worries at all. She didn't have a Best Buy credit. She had a gift and go that paid for all the Craig's new things. No shit. You think so? Be nice, try it. Oh, there goes Ken saying the same thing because I'm sure there is no Best Buy credit card. That was all made up to cover the fact she used that money for Craig's useless shit. Don't you guys think if Brittany had a Best Buy credit card she was paying on monthly, we would have heard about it monthly? That girl don't have one bill in her life that she doesn't make sure the audience is aware of. My earbuds are listening. I'm shoveling the snow. I got to do that later. Maybe you guys can do it with me. We used to shovel snow together. Huh. Commentary discussion at BJ Strucker. Yeah. I mean, but to go as far as copyright court? Free Karen Reek where everyone's snitching to the cops to go to jail for wiretapping? Where do you think we're headed, though? Like, every community can be worse, but at what point do we recognize that we went from it could be worse to, all right, it's gotten worse to, yeah, it's pretty worse. I think we're pretty much there. Let's get some 2s in the chat if you think that Brittany never had a Best Buy credit card, that she was just spending to give, send, go. No, I know. How could you? She's a documented liar. This girl has no problem lying to the police. She has no problem lying to judges. She has no problem lying to herself and to her audience and to her man. And that's the other thing. A bunch of you little idiots are running around saying that Brittany was tricked into this lawsuit. That is not her fault because she was tricked. At any given fucking point, Brittany could have withdrawn herself. At any fucking point throughout that entire lawsuit, Brittany could have said, I want to withdraw from it. Don't tell me she was tricked, because I'm going to ask you all again to drop a number. I want you all to drop a number 3 if you remember Brittany saying she had 2 attorneys read over this lawsuit and say that they have a really good chance. Anybody remember that? Brittany saying she personally had a lawyer, 2 of them, look over this litigation and tell her she has a really good chance of winning it. They have a really strong lawsuit. Lots of 3s, and I guarantee my girl Nonsense can go ahead and find it. You absolutely brag that you had lawyers look over it, that you're not stupid, y'all. I wouldn't sign something without having it checked by a lawyer first. Yeah, okay. So don't try that bullshit now. She was unaware. She was tricked into it. Yeah, you were tricked into it because you were a desperate idiot. Nonetheless, you signed it, went through with it, and continued with it. Shelby Lynn, 1 year, baby. Thank you so much. Her car last night, when it was obvious she was driving, no one else in the car with her. That girl, the one time she had the camera on, actively responding to chat, weaving in and out of the oncoming traffic road, and then try to convince everybody that she was not reading chat. As she's actively reading chat. I've never seen nothing like it. There's something wrong with her. She just lies to lie. You're already a distracted driver. You have no business driving and live streaming, reading chat. Jen Sparky is called credit, y'all. Y'all don't know what credit is. Isn't that right? And we know Deep, Dark, and Disturbing, who said she wasn't talking about a Best Buy credit card until she got all that Give, Send, Go money. You know damn well, if she was spending monthly bills on anything, it would have been mentioned. Cinnamon Bear, I don't know, but I'm glad to see that you've come around to recognize that should be happening. Hopefully others follow shortly behind you. I mean, this idea like, no, I'm not going to let them all put it on Craig. No, it is. It's on you and Craig. She told me she never signed an agreement with Lesniak. That doesn't even matter at this point. She never signed an agreement with him because she never had any payments with him. Right, she's a grown-ass woman with 5 fucking kids. Why do these people act like she's like a child? Remember? Oh, man, it was that bad. Biggest piece of crap you've ever seen. I'm not driving, I'm the passenger. Who was the driver then? Unlicensed Craig? Who was the driver then? Unreal. That's right, Riverhouse. She sure did. And you know what else? Remember, too, don't ever forget, when they first filed this and they brought it to the internet, they sat there and they were all giddy and they were proud of what they were putting into the courtroom. How many times did you hear Brittany go live and read her declaration and or talk about the litigation proudly? That doesn't meet the actions of somebody who was tricked. Okay, it just doesn't. You deserve to start the new year off right. Here's to the January payday. Choo-choo, send that money if you can. Thank you so much, Sparkling Life. I do have to admit that because I haven't been going live, my predicted income is pretty low. Pretty sucks. Whoever it was got left in the car. Why only one car door shut? Imagine claiming to be a true crime creator and lying to your audience so much and thinking people won't pick up on it. Like, how do y'all know I didn't take my kid to the doctor? Oh, I don't know. You're seeking medical advice from your fucking chat. How do you know I wasn't driving alone? How do you, what? One car door shut. Oh, my favorite number, Kazai. Thank you so much. I held this till I had 13 on it. You're so sweet. Thank you. Fast Squirrel with the 426. Some of y'all still haven't hit it. Let's go ahead and hey, Down Under. Hope you're doing well. Happy holidays to you. She claimed 3 times now in the last 3 years, 3 lawyers she spoke to allegedly that she had a solid case for harassment or defamation. Just last week, asking her subs if they knew a bulldog attorney. So I don't know if you're counting me, Grits, but she also threatened to sue me in the end of 2022, early 2023. She threatened to take, she said that she contacted an attorney in Ohio, some anti-bullying program in Ohio, and that while she wasn't asking her audience for help with an attorney, that they are really expensive. So if they wanted to help, and guess what she never did? She waited until she tried to get people. We saw her messaging that CJ guy saying we should sue Granny. We saw it. Sherry, thank you so much for being a member, sweetheart. And clean your house. How about that? Oh, shit, Pretty Is. I sure can and will. January. Thank you so much, Pretty Is. Thank you. How's her chat not upset she insults their intelligence? Because they're too stupid to realize that she's insulting their lack of intelligence? I know that's right, Savannah. Good morning, Sylvia. Everybody's changing their damn names. Kim, thank you so much. Oh, shit. Loki's mom, Pretty Is. Thank you guys so much. I saw those texts with her and Evil CJ. Yeah. And you know what's wild? Again, I wasn't even talking about Brittany at that time when all this went on. Anyway, let's move along. So Julie comes out and files this. Brittany, I guess, sends one sick kid to school. The school calls and says, you piece of shit, mom. Your child's been sick for a fucking week. Why would you send them to school where there's other kids? Come pick this child up. Brittany goes to pick that child up, knowing that child's sick for over a week, brings the child home. The child sits 3 feet behind her as she gets online and talks about this. Because priorities are top notch. Thank you so much, Touchgrass, for January. I hope you and your family have a very Merry Christmas. Thank you. Seriously, thank you guys so much. I agree, Pika. I would say come sit in the corner with me, but is there anybody else that feels like, am I the only one that feels like this is like a waste? Like, are we just in the business now of going real life every which way and baseless litigation, all of that? I just honestly, I don't understand it. I get this idea that people want Brittany to be held accountable, but do we have to do it at the expense of tying up our courtrooms? Is there a better way to do that accountability? Let's put a 1 in the chat if you think this is kind of a waste of time. Put a 2 if you think it's a great idea. Praying you get good news soon. Chris, please let it be true. Thank you so much for being a member for 7 months. Marching band, I think we need to keep your name further than that. I think it is who you are. Oh, I'm shocked to see quite a few 1s in the chat. Wow, okay. I'm totally not as alone in this thought as I thought I was. Wow. That's true, psyops. That's true. Oh, holy shit. Okay. Tired of the court stuff. Craig. 1 and Pristine said 2. Shut up. Do you really think this is going to shut her down, though, Loki's mom? It's copyright court. It's not normal court. I get that, but it's still, hey, Coco, hope you're doing well. I've given up on the community because of people like Julie. Oh, that's disheartening. Happy Hanukkah, 3M Farm. 2 for Brittany. Not sure, but BJ needs to be held accountable. Believe me, Brittany has accountability coming up, guys. She has a lot of it. Do you have her new PayPal account for court if needed, as the old one was supposedly closed? I sure do. Well, I heard she's giving the money to Brenda. That's a sweet thing. Is that why she's raising the $1,500? Ken? Huh. Brittany's paying back Brenda? I don't know. All right. Anyway, let's hear what's happening because I don't fully understand it.
But I assumed you would file a counterclaim, a copyright counter claim with YouTube. I assumed you would. And I needed to have that in order to finalize to get a docket number for a lawsuit. And at 5:51 this morning, I received a notification from YouTube, new copyright counter notification. It says, we received a counter notification below in response to a copyright removal request that was.
Thank you, Kimberly. Love it here. Amazing people with honesty and integrity. 15 months on the clock. Thank you, my friend. Right. She'll find this is just another way for her to grift and play the victim and, not take it serious. We'll see. You're right, Ken. We'll see. One of them did get served the other day because Craigie said they could have left in the box and any packages would just be left on the porch. That's the person who he threatens again, saying that that person is an idiot risking their lives for a minimum wage job. Imagine a person who's unemployed mocking somebody who is. Are you mean to tell us, Craig, that Brittany makes more than minimum wage? That's interesting if so, because I'd like to know why she has all these fundraisers and all then.
Submitted. You have 10 business days to reply to this counter notification.
Yep.
Your response must include evidence that you've taken legal action against the uploader to keep the content from being reinstated to YouTube. Usually evidence would include a lawsuit against,
Exactly, beats him. Or the ageism. When she's sitting there saying that people are too old. Your friend Angela's has daughters our age. Is she too old? Or is it because she defends you, she's not too old? At what point do these people recognize that Brittany has zero respect for them? I mean, I've never. Right, these people, delivery people, are working overtime right now to make sure lazy heifers like her don't have to get off their fat asses and go physically shop. Okay. The fact that you would threaten a delivery driver is unbelievable to me. And then sit there and wonder why people feel how they feel. Right. Reality, too old? Well, what's the cutoff line? But what age do you determine to be too old? I mean, some would argue you're too old. You're not some youngin'. Behind her cough and make people feel bad. Well, I'll tell you what I did recognize, hit the like. It wasn't until the chat recognized the cough, the very harsh, heavy cough, that she finally brought up buying a medicine. But I'm glad she let everybody know that her children get dollar store throat spray, but Craigie Poo gets the best liquor available. I love that. Listen, I don't knock any type of medication. A parent getting their child medication, dollar store medication sometimes can be as good as, but if your child's been sick for over a week and has that harsh cough, they need a little bit more than dollar store throat spray. And the fact that it's a week later, you still have not set up either a doctor's appointment and or given them any medication is gross within itself. And then for her to say that she doesn't like cough medicine, what? But you're okay with dollar store throat spray? Matter of fact, I'm a seahorse. She has an adult child, so you're not quite wrong about that. They're always fucking sick, year after year. I want to know how she's claiming that the child didn't speak until the third grade when I got him 4 years ago speaking on a mic. You're a liar. You're a pathological liar. It's the sickest thing. Right, Jessie girl. She said, yeah, it does sound like bronchitis. You want some Gatorade in 4 hours when mommy's done paying attention to drama online? Yeah, fuck Jolie Skull Neck. Yeah. I mean, that's what these kids are hearing. They're hearing mommy prioritize the internet over them is sick. And then again, the fact that she doesn't go live, she considers that spending time. 7:30 p.m., she's putting dinner in the fucking oven. I mean, what the fuck? Combat vet and those of us who recognize the hard work of people like you, we appreciate you. We would never mock somebody and say minimum wage. They're putting their life in risk for minimum wage. 13 months, Jinx. Thank you so much for being a member. I mean, it's the principle behind it. She is psyops. There's one who. So what, Tip? What does that mean? Because Julie supported me, I have to pretend to be okay with everything going on? Sorry, that's not realistic. It's not the way life works. Hell, there's people I support, and they know I don't support every action they make, and vice versa. She had time to get ice and mellow yellow. Exactly. Couldn't get fucking Gatorade or medicine. Absolutely, he's a lazy man. I don't think you call him a man.
Evidence would include a lawsuit against the uploader, user display name of user uploader, allegedly, in my opinion, with Brittany J. And she had to sign it, and swear to something too. One of the things she says, this is what they make, not just Brittany, everybody has to swear to the same thing when they file a counter. To if somebody does.
The problem is Brittany has no problem lying on documents. We've all witnessed it. We've witnessed it.
A copyright strike and you counter it, everybody has to swear and affirm to the following. I adhere to the fair use clause. I stayed within the boundaries of fair use. That's what she's saying.
Yeah.
She stayed within the boundaries of fair use.
Respect
I'm saying
her, man.
She did not stay in the boundaries of fair use. She did not transform my video. It was not free and fair use. It was.
Yeah, she likely didn't. Just like you didn't transform mine, which is real brazen of you. Why didn't you play the Nodding Out video? Am I the only one that was wondering why she didn't play that Nodding Out video? I can't be alone in that. What the heck? Oh, there we go. All right. Yeah, I don't get down with people like that. That's how Brittany is. Like, you have to literally always agree with them and praise, and you can't give any type of constructive criticism. You can't have a different opinion or you're suddenly a hater. I don't get down in a world like that. I can't stand it. Thank you, Lady K9. You spoil me with gorgeous flower bouquets, like shockingly pretty. It is shallow. I just, yeah, I can't do it.
It's not commentary relevant to the topic, which makes it not free and fair use. And I read out my 9 points, very detailed as to why. Here you go. Oh, I guess Brittany added this. I didn't realize Brittany added this. I'm reading it for the first time. I adhered to the free and fair use clause and stay within the boundaries of fair use. I changed the video up. Yet you pause.
Isn't it funny that Brittany mocks the way other people speak? But that girl really does speak in very broken English. Like, you are not a articulate speaker yourself to judge the way others speak when you write things like, I change it up. We was. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, yeah, don't judge others. I would love to know that too, Miss Schwitz, and then wonder why people have a problem with it. Said on her community post that she did the paperwork online for BJ just to opt out. Yeah, Brittany likes to opt out. She likes to opt out of parenting. She likes to opt out of school. She likes to opt out of lawsuits. She likes to opt out a lot. Now she has a fund for $1,500 for her 2 kids, and that's the same price she asked for last year too. And depending who she was speaking to, she had 2 kids or 3, but certainly never 5.
The video to talk about what you're going to make Craig for dinner, and to read out a nasty comment to which you said, that's some funny shit, Shady. A nasty comment about me, calling adult protective services on me. And you said, that's some funny shit, Shady. And then you paused it. You fast forward, then you fast forwarded it. And then you got to the part about my slot where I showed my PowerPoint presentation that I prepared. And I wrote those slides myself on a subject matter that's very important to me. And you read them out word for word. And after
oh, no. Get her, girl. Get her in that lawsuit then. She laughed at adult services and read out word for word. She has 3 kids. One of those kids is Kat per yesterday's stream. Yo, when I heard her say her 3rd child, I about fell the fuck over. Woo. I can't.
Reading my written slides word for word, you said, bro, 2 syllables, bro. Then I don't remember the order. There was 9 points to it, but at some point you got somebody said something about Craig's criminal record. You complained about elevated truth. I believe it was elevated truth. That Craig.
Am I the only one that doesn't think Craig necessarily is there often? Maybe spends more time at the rental. I love again that she admitted they sleep in separate rooms. I mean, that wasn't obvious to begin with, but he had the gun in his room by his bed. And we know.
Being accused of being a homicidal maniac, again, having nothing to do with my video. And then you, while I was still on your screen, somebody said something about someone named Lyle, I think, and you thought it was Kyle Nonsense's husband, and started talking about him selling merchandise.
This is the reason she's suing her, because she talked about all these topics. Am I getting this correct? She was making fun of noises Laura's mic was picking up. She does have serious self-awareness. She said it's so gross when people eat on the mic. Have you ever heard the heifer go live and not eat? If she ain't eating, she's sleeping. And even when she's done sleeping, we hear her grass up all that slobber that came out of her mouth. What do you mean? It's unbelievable. Who are you to make fun of anybody? I just don't understand why Juice is so invested in her. She wants privacy and yet puts it all out there. That's what I'm saying. Nobody had to know her kid was sent home from school sick. Nobody had to know they were sick for a week. Nobody had to know that she didn't pick them up medicine yet. Hey, Pretty is.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. It's like only 9 here.
Oh, is it?
So,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
I'm 2 hours behind you. Yeah, that's okay though. Yeah, she does she not realize that there are so many of us that know her straight from jump?
You're right. She
I
seems to
mean,
forget that girl.
I don't get it. And there's like me, like she probably has no idea all the shit I know about her and how she has never changed. I mean, she's always been this way.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't make any sense to me. It's like, why wouldn't you listen to people that have actually known her since she started her channel and that actually tried to freaking attempt to help her at one point to, like make her do something right, at least in her fucking life?
She gets rid of all those people. You know that.
Yeah, it's wild. I don't understand why some people just don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just shit. I remember freaking Holly freaking Lewis in the news. Like we go far back.
Yeah.
It's like,
She thinks
uh,
everybody's new or whatever. She thinks she can just massively gaslight everybody and convince them that none of this,
yeah, none of
that
it's
this is not
real.
repeated patterns, that this isn't a documented history of that.
Mhm.
Matter of fact, I got a clip from, give me 1 second, check the year. I believe it's 2022. And she's in the chat back then saying um, that she's been doxxed. Okay. She
Oh
says,
god.
I had my husband's full name. So at this point, this is October 2nd of 2022. At this point, Craig's her husband. Okay.
Oh
I've
god.
had my husband's full name and my father in law's address posted in my chat. It's so gross. Well, let's think about that because she claims that I doxed her. She claims
Uh,
that I'm the reason her information is put out there that I doxed her. Yet at this time, as she's putting that, I'm on panel and she's in the chat. I agree. If Jess did the same thing, there would be multiple lives going on. She's talking, defending me. Granny's watching. I 100% agree. So I'm not the person that doxed you. If you
mhm.
were ever doxed at that time, she's a pathological perpetual victim.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah. Yeah. She is, and it's just it's going to come around. It is. It
Yep,
just is.
I agree.
Right's right and wrong is wrong. It's just that's all.
Her lies are catching up to her.
They sure are. She's starting to get cornered, and I really hope she gets in a dark corner. And I'm not sorry for saying it because I can't fucking stand her. I literally can't stand her.
I
I
know.
mean, I can't stand a fucking liar. I can't stand like the how she acts. I can't stand how she can just sit there and like, oh no, you didn't see me asleep when her fucking eyes are rolling back in her head. Get the fuck out of here.
Yep.
You
That's
know,
what she
I
does.
just, I mean, there's, I like see very little sometimes of her because I'll just click on something else to, watch because I just can't even stand her fucking voice or.
I know. It's
Like,
so
are you
disgusting.
kidding me? It's gross. It's like, go to the fucking doctor, you stupid fuck.
I agree.
God. And I feel bad for her children.
Ugh,
It's hard for me to like feel bad for any of them because I don't give a fuck about her or her family or anything. But like the kids, I kind of feel sorry for. It's like they didn't ask for that, but you know what I mean? That's the hard part. That's where I struggle. It's like, but she ain't gonna get no, that's where she gets people with manipulation.
yeah.
She's always used her kids from when she first came out here,
Yep.
you
Lady
know.
Saga says Julie likes to sue or threaten to sue the school, the kid who hit her car. I am over it. Oh, I don't know anything about the
Mm.
school or the car hitting.
Yeah,
Interesting lady,
I do.
Saga. She did threaten nonsense before.
Yeah, I do remember the car accident and um, all that. I do remember that. That was just recent.
Mm,
I don't remember the school, but I mean, I don't watch her a lot. I mean,
yeah.
anyway, but whatever, you know.
Yeah, BJ definitely didn't spend 8K on 4 C&Ds. That is like one of the biggest lies I've ever heard. It's clear she used that, tried to use that attorney to do something else. And if the logical side of me had to guess, she told that attorney a bunch of stuff that when it came time to produce, she couldn't. So he walked away.
Huh? I
Matter of
actually,
fact, I heard her mod saying that he didn't live up to his promises.
oh God,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I actually called our own attorney here. You know, like I'm fucking all the way across freaking United States. You know, um, and asked him like, hey, like, what do you charge for this? What do you charge for that? Guys, some of his prices. You know what he told me? 200
Mm.
bucks to write a C&D, and then plus the like, you know, like plus
Right.
the service and all that stuff would be on top of that.
Yeah, I know it goes state by state.
Yeah,
Most is usually
yeah,
500, but in this case, he didn't
yeah,
respond to them. So,
yeah. And that was, yeah. And I asked our lawyer about that, and he said the same thing. He's like, you know, but you're going to have to be prepared. You know, if they respond to you, you're going to have to be prepared to, you know. And I'm like, no, I know. I'm just asking general questions. He's like, oh, I see where you're going.
she doesn't even have an attorney at this point. That's
No.
the craziest thing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yep.
Because if he was, he would be on a docket somewhere, and he's not.
Yep. All right, let's finish out this video.
Okay.
Allegedly on Nonsense's channel with merch or shirts with Mabel the cat on it, and that you should get 10% of that. This is all non-transformative.
So,
But I assume
because Brittany had these side discussions, she's saying that makes her playing her stuff non-transformative. I don't know. It's interesting. I know both of them pretty much write out what they wrote on these papers or what Julie wrote on this paper. I don't think it's going to go anywhere, but I guess time will tell. We'll wait and see. Grandparents are allowed to. Oh, I don't know. If her mod said he didn't deliver on his promises, that comes straight from her. She didn't deliver on her claims. Exactly. We knew she couldn't, breaking chains. We knew she never would. So let's get into the famous SWAT. Now, pretty is, you remember this. There was a time about 2 years ago where Brittany claimed to have been swatted, and she was not. She was not swatted, period.
Yep.
What
Yep.
had actually happened was the police showed up with a gurney. It was a medical situation, and they went to the wrong home.
It was her neighbor. Yep.
Brittany ran with that and says she was swatted. Okay.
Yep.
So it's this whole big thing. I was swatted, blah, blah. And guess who she was putting the onus on then? So here we are now, about two and a half, 3 years later, and she again claims to be swatted. Now, what gets me the most is the people that know that Brittany has lied about things like this before, that blindly go along with it and basically use their platform to offer her some type of sympathy and understanding, to later find out again she lied. I would love to know, have any of them retracted their statements? Do any of you feel like idiots for defending this liar that once again lied about being swatted? And I recall Scangela over there, Potato over there, saying how everybody had the wrong address. So that means that you knew that Brittany was lying about a SWAT, that it was just a matter of them having the wrong address, right?
Yep.
What SWAT was swatted? I don't know. Ellie, thank you for hitting the thumbs up.
I know that a SWAT here is that, I mean, they're going to case out your house days and days and days and weeks before. And,
Well,
you know,
unless it's an emergency.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
in an emergency, I mean, you know, yeah, they're going to come home. They're going to break your fucking front door down, period.
Yeah, it wasn't
And,
a
I mean,
SWAT.
and empty out the house. I mean, it's
we
just,
knew it wasn't. We knew it wasn't
Yeah.
a SWAT. And then when she came forward and she finally read out the report, we again knew it wasn't a SWAT. And correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't she now admit that they simply had the wrong address?
it was for this time.
Yeah.
This time she's saying something about it was a mix up or something of like the two agencies didn't know the other one was coming out or whatever. Like, I know I watched Cletus's live last night, and it was very telling and he like did such a great job on like explaining everything. And, and I mean, he pointed out at least three lies, three different times she's told a lie on the
Oh
same
yeah,
story.
she's lied a lot
Yeah.
about it.
So she's trying to just confuse everybody is what she's trying to do, but she doesn't realize that we're fucking smart people out here, and she's an idiot.
They didn't update their system. Lack of communication.
Yeah, basically, maybe the two agencies didn't talk to each other or something to that effect. I mean, I can't, be sure on that, but.
Okay, I'm going to pull up this video.
Okay.
All right, Scotland County Sheriff's Office. I received an email from Sheriff Kersey. So the person called my carrot. Oh, it pisses me off, Greg. The email contained an anonymous tip sent to his office.
Right there, she starts with a lie.
All right, Scotland County Sheriff's Office. I received an email from Sheriff Kersey. So the person called my carrot. Oh, it pisses me off, Greg. The email contained an anonymous tip sent to his office. The tip was regarding the well-being check of a family at my address. According to the tip, a male named Roger Craig Black II was overheard on YouTube making a threatening remark. A female named Brittany Nicole Jackson was on a YouTube channel attempting to calm him down. According to the anonymous person, the YouTube video was uploaded on the night of 12/4/2025. In the video, the male was heard to make a statement. I have a gun so big that I'll turn you into Swiss cheese.
That's exactly what he did say. I mean, there's no lie there.
Yep. Wait for it. It's coming.
I had a family member get swatted years ago. It was so wild and chaotic. There was no knocking at the door and asking for a boyfriend. Right. I mean, this is so stupid.
Yeah, there is definitely no knock. Hi, it's the SWAT team. We're just here. No, motherfucker, it don't work that way.
Right. And yeah, I understand she only read this report because Clue read it. Why isn't there a Roger Black III? I don't know. Her own sheriff emailed their weapons and narcotics division because the claim was involving weapons and under the influence. Her own sheriff sent them, not a mistake. Right. Good point. Good point.
The tip stated, the male has made threats that he has weapons in reach throughout his house. The anonymous tip requested that the sheriff's department check on the family status before something happens. Because, they care so much, right? Right. Thank you, Banjo. I appreciate you. So then it says, oh, and for the record, I don't lie, and nor do I have a reason.
You know what liars always do? They always convince you don't lie. A liar always says, I'm going to be honest with y'all, or to tell you the truth, or I swear to God, or why would I lie to you? That's what liars do. Hello, Minnie. So she don't lie. We just seen you lie on court documents. We heard you lie to a judge. I mean, to a cop. But yeah, you don't lie. We hear you lie every time you go live, but you don't lie.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then it says, oh, and for the record, I don't lie, and nor do I have a reason to lie about any of this. And I wasn't holding on to this because I didn't want people to see it or know about it. I have no problem sharing this, but I wanted to wait and see who and how many people was going to try to impersonate me.
Was going to try to impersonate you? People don't have to impersonate anybody for a FOIA. She's so stupid.
God, she has no, I mean, there is nothing her brain is like as big as my little freaking toenail.
I agree.
God.
Up to good, I wanted out there's an investigation, because if you listen to what they say in this police report, it shows genuine concern.
To get the report, because I know what that lady told me today, and it was damn near impossible for me to get it. At first, she told me I was going to have to get my attorney to access the narrative, the actual.
So you're lying to these cops that you have an attorney.
Oh my God. Yeah.
She said I was going to have to get my attorney to get access. And then she probably turned around and said, well, I don't have an attorney.
Physical report that all they could give me was like the basics. She had to go to the top and request directly from the detective if I could have it. So I want to know who's pretending to be me to get this report, because you can't get this through a simple FOIA. Very interesting. Very interesting. And right, who cares about what kind of...
Yeah, very interesting, because they likely have an open investigation into you now. I'll never forget when she had Kim up there screaming that it's Federal Information Act.
Socks people have on, or any of that shit. Like, Banjo, thank you so much for the super chat. He says, yeah, you go, Britt. Thank you. Now listen, because this is going to be their content. Nobody has anything. They make it content, not you. Isn't that interesting? Exactly, Shady. Because it's not content to me.
It's not content to you. You've made a content all fucking week.
This girl, content.
Right. After experiencing what she claimed to be so traumatizing for her and her family, she makes herself this thumbnail that has SWAT nice and big to immediately go live about it. But now you want to say it's not content? You sure made it into content. You're still making it into content. What do you mean it's not content to you?
Yep. Professional victim.
Yep.
Content. Nobody has anything. They make it content, not you. Isn't that interesting? Exactly, Shady. Because it's not content to me.
Okay.
This is my life. This is our life.
We're fucking famous.
All right. So
We're fucking famous, says Craig. Fucking famous, says Craig.
He wishes he could be fucking famous.
Interesting.
it's crazy. All right. So now this is the first call. There's no report for the second one, and I'm going to explain that to you next.
There's no report for the second one because they're likely still an ongoing investigation, if you ask me. Based off what I hear in the first one.
I think you're right. I think it's it raised some eyebrows.
Absolutely.
And they're, with the weapons. I really do. I think that raised eyebrows, and I do think they will be checking up on them again.
She had the biggest duper's delight immediately after this took place. She's up there all giddy. She's Billy Badass again. That is duper's delight. When did you first start noticing BJ's wise and manipulation? Almost immediately after meeting her.
Yep.
Like my third day of live streamings when I had a big blowout with all of them. And Brittany was the one that kept it going. And about a few months later, when I made amends with others, I straight up told her, I don't fucking like you and I never will. You want to wear Melissa's skin, blah, blah, blah. Brittany has always been this way. Yes, she's always been this way, sugar balls. I mean, first day of becoming her own channel, she's always been a victim. She's always been a liar. She always twists everything. She's always been obsessed with drama and chaos. Yeah, this is who she is.
This is where it's going to get hairy because we got a problem for multiple reasons for what happened the second time. All right. Detective Corey Wilson, Electronic Storage K9 Hardley, and I drove to the residence on the morning of 12/5/2025. The residence is a 2-story home on a large piece of property. The driveway has a gate with no trespassing signs. The gate was open when we arrived, and I pulled into the yard. Detective Wilson and I walked up to the front porch and knocked on the door. A female came to the front door. The female verbally identified herself as Brittany Jackson, says my birthday. Jackson requested to know why Detective Wilson and I were at the residence. I began.
Why are y'all here? Be nice, try. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Knock, knock, knock.
Yeah, because SWAT teams and they always knock.
Yeah.
And to explain that our presence, I began to
Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Go ahead.
Okay.
explain our presence when a male from inside the residence joined us on the front porch.
I love this part. Listen to what this cop wrote next because it's actually hysterical.
The male verbally identified himself as Roger Black II. Black was recording Detective Wilson and I with his cell phone. The front porch was covered by a security camera.
So they're basically pointing out that this moron comes out recording with his cell phone despite having surveillance camera. Basically, like, this guy's a troublemaker, because if he wasn't a troublemaker, he would not have came out recording them, especially when you already have a security camera on the porch. He's looking for trouble.
And how many times has he complained about law enforcement?
Yeah, he threatened them.
A lot. I mean, he threatens them. He hates them. I mean, they suck. You know, whatever else that comes out of his.
Well, sometimes he says
Pothole.
they're good friends with all of them, so it depends which.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Ken. Oh no, the cops aren't going to come back. They told them they look like good people that don't do drugs or anything wrong. All right.
We don't do anything else but keep a loaded shotgun.
Why, right?
And a loaded rifle next leading to a wall.
Why didn't he turn around and why didn't they play that video then, Brittany? If you have it all and this encounter went how you claim it does, why don't you just play the footage, all of the footage, beginning to end?
Play the walk up.
He does think that he has a lawsuit too.
I told Jackson and Black, Detective Wilson and I were at the residence to follow up with a well-being check. I explained that I was made aware of a concerning video posted to YouTube, and I asked clarifying questions to Jackson and Black. Jackson explained she does true crime videos on YouTube, but had no.
When's the last time Brittany did true crime? Because she said, come hell or high water, she was going to cover Sebastian Rogers because Seth Rogers gave her personal information to cover. Has she done that stream yet?
Nope.
I don't watch her enough to know. Right, maybe come in. Good morning, Newfie.
No idea why the sheriff's department would be called, because at the time I didn't. I didn't even think about what he said the night before, because you don't think about shit like that when you're not doing dirty shit.
No, here's the difference, Brittany. You don't think about shit like that because he's always saying dirty shit like that. That's the difference, okay? If somebody says something that concerning and has said several things that concerning, I'm not going to forget that they fucking said that. She forgets that he said that because the piece of shit always talks that way.
Yep.
What do you mean not doing dirty shit? That is dirty shit. Telling somebody you'll make them into Swiss cheese, and he wasn't defending his home.
That's their normal.
Right. That's why she didn't even think about it, because it is their normal.
Yep.
It's disgusting.
I asked Jackson if Black had made any comments while she was recording, and would those comments be seen as aggressive. Jackson stated that Black was upset last night and had said he would defend his property. I asked Jackson if Black had talked about having a weapon and
You notice how Brittany's go-to is always a victimhood? Like, oh, no. It's because we're protecting ourselves. We're being attacked. We're under attack. He said that because he said he'll protect his property, which isn't even true. So again, Brittany starts off by saying, I'm not a liar, but you're lying to the fucking cops.
She's lying, yeah.
Right. The cops saw the video. They know damn well there was nobody threatening to come to her house. And he didn't say, if you come to my property, I'll turn you into Swiss cheese. No, that didn't happen.
Yeah. Yep.
This is about a disgusting lolcow named Brittany who lied about being swatted. That's pretty much the basis.
and that it would make Swiss cheese out of somebody. Jackson told me Black had said that, but it was not a threat.
Or tactical shotgun, whatever you want to call it.
Black stated that he was just making a comment
There he goes, a tactical shotgun, whatever you want to call it.
on the video that he would defend his property.
He's over there dressing up like said and shit. We see you, bitch. We see you clear as day. You know I'm talking about your ass too. Do something. I got a gun so big it'll fucking Swiss cheese your ass before the cops.
When we asked why he would talk about defending his property,
And that's the other thing. He didn't just mention that he'll Swiss cheese whoever, Chris Proudfoot. He also, in my opinion, cocked it. That's definitely the sound of the gun. Yeah.
I agree. It's putting one in the chamber. That's my opinion.
I agree.
Black related that he and Jackson had been harassed for several months by people online due to her YouTube videos. Jackson explained that she had been trying to get paperwork and individuals that she feels have threatened and harassed them. According to both Jackson and Black, the individuals had made threats to come to the residence.
That's again another lie. Nobody has threatened to come to our residence. But what I love about all of this is that these cops have to be thinking, if you feel that you're in this much danger, or you're even in a place where you have to have open weapons loaded, laying around in rooms easily available, when are you going to do something different? I think this is the God's honest truth. Now, Brittany keeps saying things like, these people want me to get hurt. These people would love it if we died. They would pay to see us mauled, all those things. I honestly believe Brittany wants something tragic to happen, because then she would have the ultimate victimhood. And in her words, she would be vindicated.
Yep, I agree.
That's exactly what I think because if not, you wouldn't come on here and poke the way she does. If you were genuinely afraid or you thought something was going to happen, I mean, for 4 fucking years now, this bitch has been claiming that her life and her children's lives are in danger. Yet 4 years later, you're still doing the same fuck shit. Are you kidding me? Yeah, a lot of people. Put a 1 in the chat if you think Brittany would actually be excited if something more intense took place. I think she loves all of this.
She needs it to feel vindicated. Yeah.
Yeah, she loves being a victim. She fucking loves it.
Asked if they had paperwork on anyone. Jackson stated paperwork had been filed, but was denied by the courts, and that they were okay, I'm going to skip that part. Well, no, that they're in the process of refiling. I'll just say it because they're going to have it anyway. I asked if they had children in the home.
And that's why I wish Chloe and Cletus would have followed up with a report on Brittany filing a baseless restraining order against them. Because of this reasoning. This bitch isn't going to stop until she has to stop.
Yeah, until she's forced.
Yeah.
Jackson stated, yes, they have 2 children that live in the residence. And then it's got my kids. Jackson related the children were at school currently. And then
there's one lie. The children are at school currently. A lot of ones in the chat.
Weren't they out of school the whole week?
That's what I don't know. No, because one got sent home from school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it's interesting.
I'm not going to share that. And if anybody puts this shit out and you dox anything about my children, I'm going to strike your channel. I'm going to.
What can they dox it? First off, Brittany, welcome. Let me give you a little education 101. Okay. Your idea of dox is not the legal idea of doxing. All right. You're the one that doxes out. How many people have heard Brittany's children's full names? And I'm talking first, middle, last. You have shouted that shit out there, Brittany. You have told everybody your children's first, middle, last names. We know their first names because you talk about them. Hell, I know the way your child pees on a fucking toilet from the shit that you have said. You say the dumbest shit. If anybody puts their name out there, you've already put their names all over the internet. Not only that, but you didn't take that energy when it came to Queen's kids, did you?
Well, and long ago she did it.
Right. She always sat there. She would be like, Jonathan Lee Smith, you're always asking me for money, kid.
Yeah.
AKA super chat me. My child wants money. Always.
Yeah, let's go to Roblox. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, it's like that's perfect for a kid that age. Come on now.
She's such an idiot. She is stupid. I don't know, Sue, because her friend Bracken told me that and the FOIA report that she got up about Brittany, that it gave their social security numbers and everything. So
They do. I've looked some of that stuff up, and some of them do.
Yeah. I don't know. I never seen it because I'm not the one that fucking.
Yeah, some states do. They don't hear, but yeah, I don't know if it is in her state or not. I haven't even bothered to look because I don't fucking care as much. I mean, I'm kind of like,
right.
She just pisses me off. I mean, like just.
Oh, I get it.
Fucking hate liars.
That's what you think's blocked out, just Irish, their teacher's name? Well, that's kind of crazy too, because is that the teacher Craig threatens? I mean, let's break down. I mean, Craig has threatened my life. He's threatened Chris Proudfoot's. He's made threatening remarks against nonsense. He's threatened a teacher's life. He's threatened the delivery person's life. He's threatened the local police and the CPS workers' lives. I mean, it's just your average fucking productive member of society. That's why them boys said at Halloween at the haunted house, I don't get scared anymore because Dad always shoots guns off, so I'm not scared anymore. Is that actually a quote, Kenneth? You know what else I noticed? Brittany said that her boys cower in the corner when there's a knock at the door.
Yeah.
Yet we heard him sit there with Daddy calling the knocker at the door a dummy. He didn't run and cower in the corner.
Yep.
Hey, Doris, good to see you. It's been a while. Hey, Lippy. All right, let's go.
Every step of the way. Do not put my children's stuff out. And I'm going to contact my sheriff's department as soon as I end this call because this document has stuff on it that should not be released about minors.
Because you're the fucking owner of the document, idiot. They redact it for others. She's so dense. Like, this is the woman who claims channels based off of true crime, and she doesn't even know the basis. So stupid.
She's a fucking train wreck. God.
Unbelievable. She's so stupid.
We need to get a lawyer.
So this has got shit about minors on it. And I'm telling every
we need to get a lawyer.
It has stuff on it that should not be released about minors.
We need to get a lawyer.
So this has got shit about minors on it. And I'm telling every one of you right now, I don't give a shit if you're my friend or you're my enemy. Anybody makes this public, I'm going to do everything I can to the best of my ability through YouTube and whatever legal means I can.
Can I be honest that it makes me want to do it just because she thinks that she has legal standing to do anything about it? Let me remind you, Brittany, that a FOIA request is Freedom of Information Act. It is a public record document. This idea that you think a FOIA, a police report, would be doxing is exactly what I responded back in my C&D to you, where Mr. Rancher didn't even bother to respond on your behalf. You would not have legal standing to do shit about that. None at all. There's no legalities to it. Lippy, thank you so much for becoming a member. She's so stupid.
Because going through this, as I read this to y'all, I'm just telling you right now, Jackson and Black invited Wilson and I into the residence. You hear that, right? There's no warrants. We invited them to come in because that's what you do when you don't.
That's not a fucking SWAT, bitch. Like, what?
Have anything to hide. We invited them into the residence. Now, I don't know why they said this. I'm wondering if they think some of the exercise equipment. Okay, this is weird. This part's kind of weird to me. I don't know.
Can you imagine police officers not knowing the difference between heaters and workout equipment?
Oh my God. This was the most mind-blowing thing in my life. I'm like, anyone with a fucking brain in their head would know what they saw, and especially a detective. Are you kidding me?
It's insane that she
I mean,
believes that that would, that they can't tell the difference between the two.
like,
And Stevie, I get what you're saying. I don't think anybody's looking to have her kids taken away, but let's break down what she has told us. Since CPS has visited, she had to get her boys their own beds. So these kids didn't even have their own beds prior. She had to paint and clean up her living arrangements. She had to replace faulty cabinets that were water damaged. She had to, according to her, CPS gave her a guideline of things that she must do. So it at least made their lives a little bit better. Probably not much, but
a
so it was
little.
all sorry, go ahead.
No, I just said a little. Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet Tim says, so was all okay with the lemon turd releasing a boy on Queens minors and made it a subject on her panel. Now she doesn't want this report about an adult to come out because her little children. Right. My
Yep.
sentiments too.
Yep. True.
Jill, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. And here's the difference. We're not like you, Brittany. We're not like you or your grimy little friends. Most people over here have enough common sense, some people over here, that they wouldn't put it out unredacted.
Exactly.
It's so stupid.
It's called morals,
Exactly.
integrity, ethics, something she knows nothing about.
Right.
What this is about, but the residents had several heating units in the living room. Is he talking about the workout equipment? It's got to be because there's only one heater in the living room.
I mean, imagine again. Yeah, okay. Hey, cops, you're so stupid. That's workout equipment. That's not heaters. Yeah. What workout equipment even resembles a heater? No, you have a fire hazard, which is what they documented. They documented that you were using several space heaters to warm your living room.
Yeah.
That they documented that with intent. And guess what? I guarantee if this leads to another CPS visit, Brittany will try to say the internet called. But I'm telling you, this police report writes as if they are lining this up. They know exactly what they're writing here.
It does sound like it to me too.
Yeah. Lip lock, thank you. Right, the lies come so easy to her. Officer, that was a weight bench, not a. How the fuck would they mix up the two? Several police officers mixed up workout equipment, and you really think either of these two are working out? Please.
The funny one that I like, the one that talked to me. What the fuck would he think heating units? I saw. I was like, what? Anyway, I'm thinking maybe he's got one that I like, the one that talked to me. What the fuck?
Funny one that I like, the one that talked to me.
What do you think heating units? I saw. I was like, what? Anyway, I'm thinking maybe he's got some of our workout equipment because we got.
It always amazes me how she can breathe here. Like she's not grasping for air. She's not falling asleep. She's giddy as fuck, full of duper's delight and joy because she has drama to milk off of for the next week because it's not content to her, y'all. She's such a fool.
There's like exercise stuff in there. Anyway, all right. Detective Wilson was led around the residence by Black while I spoke with Jackson. Detective Wilson located 2 firearms propped up against walls in 2 separate rooms. One was
this is interesting.
Yeah.
Propped up against walls in 2 separate rooms. Brittany goes on to say they were propped up in Craig's room against the wall and against the bed. Tracy, thank you for hitting the thumbs up.
a rifle that was loaded. The second was a shotgun that was loaded. Black explains.
So a loaded rifle and a loaded shotgun.
Yep.
And I heard Brittany go on this whole dialogue about how they're from the South and it's their first language. And she taught her boys gun safety and all of that shit. How are you going to teach your boys gun safety when the grown man in the house doesn't even know gun safety?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we were taught at very young ages, all of us kids, like me and my brothers, at very young ages, how to handle weapons, how to clean them, how to take them apart, how to do everything, and we had to go to a class just to, be able to do anything. But I mean,
she's not taking them to classes. Summer girl, no. Thank you so much. Maybe, girl, I don't know. Hey, Colleen. Brittany, on one hand, tries to make her kids sound like they're incompetent and incapable, and on the other, wants us to believe that they're so well alert. Again, it doesn't even come down to gun safety. If the parents don't have the gun safety down locked first, it doesn't matter what you think your kids know. That gun could fall over and accidentally go off. I mean, there's so many things that could happen that can make that gun go off. So to sit there and act like a lot of parents believe they taught their kids gun safety and they end up in headlines. So that's such an ignorant thing to say.
It is. That's true. Because when I raised, my stepson, he was younger. He was in his just barely teens when, my husband and I got married, and he, I mean, all of my stuff was, we started locking everything, at that time. And then when my nieces came, of course, I locked them again.
Right. That's not what the police say here. They say they were right there in 2 separate rooms.
The residence by Black while I spoke with Jackson. Detective Wilson located 2 firearms propped up against walls in 2 separate rooms. One was a rifle that was loaded.
2 separate rooms, and Brittany herself said they were in Craig's room. So one was in a locked room and one in the loft where the kids can't access. Sure. Changing your story as the days go by.
The second was a shotgun that was loaded. Black explains.
Technically, if there's nothing in the chamber, that's not loaded.
Yeah, there was nothing in the
If
chamber.
there's something in the clip, that's not in the chamber. There's 2 different things.
Yeah.
If it's in the, if it's
Oh, how nice of Craig to educate these SWAT team members and or police
God,
what loaded means.
Jesus Christ. When
Unbelievable.
they say loaded, it's one in the chamber.
He's just, this guy knows everything, don't you know? He's above all, smarter than everybody, but keeps 2 loaded guns easily accessible to children, which is exactly what the police reported in his report. So that means they were not out of arm's reach of the children, Brittany. I mean, here, this girl wants everybody to believe everybody else is the liar, not her and him. Everybody else is the liar. The police are liars. CPS are liars. All of us creators are liars. All her ex-friends, ex-moms, everybody's liars. Brittany and Craig, they are truth-telling, strong-standing, Christian, morally sound folks. It's everybody else that's an issue. Fucking joke.
in the chamber, that's loaded and ready to go.
Black explains that he keeps the weapons in easy reach in case somebody tries to enter the residence illegally. Yeah.
An easy reach.
There's been shit being said, threats being made. You do what you got to do to keep yourself safe.
And everybody has the right to do.
Your man's a pussy. Period.
Agree.
Right. She makes out that her kids are just babies. So how are they mature enough to respect firearm safety? Also, kids do mimic parents' behavior, which is scary in this situation. How about when Craig had the gun after he was waving it about and he said, "Oh, it's a toy. This is my son's toy." What if that kid really thought that that gun was the fucking toy?
Yep.
I mean, come on.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Such a joke.
That's it.
Yep.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Nope. Get over yourself.
They want us disarmed so bad.
So bad, it's not gonna happen, bro.
If we lose our guns, you gonna come over? Is that what we do?
Let me
Scared
see.
to come 'cause, I'm locked and loaded, huh?
Let me see. Black
So right there, you got Craig thinking that
Locked
people want them to lose their guns so they can come, but right now they won't because they're lock and loaded.
Yep.
So if you think that people are afraid to come to your house because you're locked and loaded, then you don't have a fear of people coming to your house. So why do you have to keep telling people that you're locked and loaded?
Right.
No, you're just a bitch that feels empowered by having a fucking gun in your hands because you know damn well that you wouldn't be capable of doing anything otherwise. You're a bitch. The biggest bitch.
Absolutely.
And then to act like they're so like tough and all that, you're up all night, nodding the fuck out. He's drunk as a fucking skunk. What do people have to be afraid of? Nobody wants to come to your shisty little fucking house and walk out with roaches and black lungs.
Oh my God.
Such a joke.
So bad, it's not gonna happen, bro.
If we lose our guns, you gonna come over? Is that what we do?
Let me
Scared
see.
to come 'cause, I'm locked and loaded, huh?
Let me see. Black
They wanna come
agreed
here so bad.
with Detective Wilson. Wait a minute. Let me see.
Thank you,
all
Jenna.
right. So Detective Wilson
Just-
expressed his worry that 2 children live in the residence and having loaded firearms and easy access is not available.
2
Loaded.
children live in a location and having loaded firearms and easy access is not available.
Yep. Loaded.
And easy access.
Mm-hmm.
That means it was not out of children's reach, Brittany. You're a liar.
Black agreed with Detective Wilson. Detective Wilson unloaded the firearms.
Oh, and Black even agreed. So he agreed that it was in reach.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
For Black, and Black secured the firearms within his bedroom. A look around the residence. Let me listen.
So he later put them in a bedroom. So again, Brittany, you lied when you told everybody the guns were in Craig's bedroom to begin with.
Right. And that they weren't loaded. Yeah.
I mean, she literally just said that last night, that the guns were in Craig's room and they weren't loaded. But
Yep.
now this says that Craig put them in his room. Oh my
After
gosh, she's
the
unbelievable.
detectives unloaded them. Yeah.
Right. Mm-mm-mm.
And listen, Linda, to this part. Fucking idiots. Listen closely. A look around the residence did not find anything that would endanger the children, minus the firearms that were secured. So
Minus the five.
Minus the
big
That's the
fucking
biggest
red
fucking
flag.
thing. Like
She
that's the
cracks
biggest
me up.
fucking thing.
What else is going to endanger your
What?
precious 10 and 11-year-old other than the fucking guns that are easily accessible to them? What do you mean?
It's fucking so stupid. That's the worst thing.
And again, they put that in there for a fucking reason. So Brittany's saying, listen
Absolutely.
close, idiots, thinking you just had yourself a solid win is actually a major red flag.
Oh,
The
fuck
cops
yes.
are saying, like, well, nothing else was, danger to these kids that are old enough. The firearms were like a major danger.
Only though, only.
Right. Brittany
Yeah.
says only the
The
loaded
fuck?
firearms.
Like fucking downplay that with children and all the statistics nowadays. Are you stupid?
Unbelievable. And
God.
Beck said the first story was the guns were unloaded and locked away in a safe.
Yep.
Right,
remember
minus the loaded guns laying around. Brittany's like, listen close, idiot. See? You
I'm
fucking
like,
idiot.
listen, Linda, you stupid
She thought
bitch.
she had a big stuff.
God.
Woo!
Yeah, like
Residents did not find anything that would, this part, fucking idiots, listen closely. A look around the residents did not find anything that would endanger the children, minus the firearms that were secured. So to you fucking idiots that think my home is not safe, Jackson stated that she was not in fear of her safety and did not feel as if the children were in danger.
So anybody who Brittany tries, well, she says she's going to try to get another RO against Chloe and Cletus. Remember, in this police report, she tells the police directly that she doesn't feel that their safety's in danger. Now, how are you going to go through with an RO after saying that on a police document?
and she didn't feel threatened, and her children didn't feel threatened or
Right.
anything. So there you go.
Right, we're the fucking idiots, guys.
Yeah, we're
She
stupid.
expressed concerns that she has several child protective cases brought against her because of you idiots. Jackson stated she did not have an active CPS report at this time. Detective
At this time.
Wilson and I left the residence without incidents. At this time, I will close this incident.
You know why he highlighted at this time? Because they're going to give a little ringy ding ding.
Yep. At this time
At
does
this
not
time.
mean end of. It means at this time, dumb bitch.
She seems to also forget that her and her man referred to those loaded weapons as their children's toys, super soaker water guns, when he got caught last time. Exactly, Demon.
Mm-hmm. He sure did.
Right, Kelsey. Idiots. We are not, but you are. Minus the firearms. Nothing minus about that. Loaded guns are a huge issue.
That's a big, that's like, that is the biggest thing. That is the biggest concern. I mean, and I do have a feeling they will be following up.
Oh, absolutely.
Because at this time means just that.
Yep. But he is okay to actually throw a shove at people's houses, hurt them by kicking in their doors. But somebody talking shit on the internet is a danger to Brittany. Yeah, I never, again, 4 years of being in danger and nothing has happened. At what point do you let go of that bullshit?
Mm-hmm.
Right, not afraid of drunk Craigie's antics, but those internet real lifers, she's still afraid of. She wants to channel down or some of their sweet, sweet money. Well, did you hear afterwards the Duper's Delight? Oh, I know, JP. Yeah, Tammy girl, listen, because you have these people that would never come in your chat using you as content. So she feels all like empowered by their presence. And now she's back to Billy Badass, calling people names, judging their appearance, talking shit. She's no longer the little victim that needs protection by the courts. No, she's tough guy now. She said she had been cleaning yesterday. So is she expecting CPS again? Probably. I would love to know what her idea of cleaning is.
They'll probably do a recheck. In my opinion, I think they probably will after that incident report.
Mm-hmm. Let's not forget how often those kids have to wake up their mother while alive, but unsecured weapons aren't a problem, right? Great, Coco. They seem more worried about losing their weapons than losing their kids. Not that I want the kids taken from them, but I do worry about them in that house and wish the parents would do better. Yeah, Clemson. She's just, listen, so long as Brittany come on here and try to make herself a victim, that's what she will do. She is more worried about that than anything else in life. I mean, again, this girl has CPS visit. She immediately goes live and says she's been vindicated. She has a SWAT at her house. She immediately goes live and says, wait till I tell you the story. It became story time for her. I mean, all of this is a way for her to grift, be a victim, and make, money. Oh, Merry Christmas to you, Hooker. Tell Amanda I said the same thing. I hope you guys are doing well.
Yeah, me too. Haven't seen them in a bit.
Yeah. I like how she spilled her 40-ounce mellow yellow the other day, mopped it up, saying, "See, you people say I never clean." Oh my God.
Oh, God. No wonder all her teeth are fucking rotten in her head.
She is such a slob.
Good Lord.
I agree, Silence. So the police unloaded them, but wasn't it last night or night before? He says something about having one loaded and ready to go. Well,
Yep.
according to him, they're not loaded. So which one is it?
It's probably one. I think she has a 9mm, and I also think he has a 9mm. That's just my opinion. The gun he waved, I feel like on TikTok looked like a 9mm to me because I have one. And they do make those in pink, so I believe that was hers.
Mm. Well, what's interesting is the sheriff purposely sent that email to a different department. So how was that a mistake? Did he mistakenly email that out? I thought her kids were at school that day, but she said the kids were in the house the first call, but she had to pick them up from school, and the 4:30 call was a mistake and no contact. Right, the girl fucking lied. So where are all the people that came out and defended her and stated that she was swatted and that they saw proof? Where are they all at to come out now and admit that she lied and that they lied on her behalf?
Buried their
That,
heads right in the sand.
that's why she only showed the footage of them all leaving. She didn't show them coming because they didn't fucking come.
Right. The approach didn't match her narrative.
Brittany can buy her and Craig matching his and hers guns, buy him several guns, but y'all got to buy their kids Christmas. Make that make sense.
Absolutely.
Mm.
I mean, I don't know what kind of 9mm. I mean, it looked like a Glock to me, but I don't know for sure. Could have been Ruger, could have been any of them.
Straight talker, is there a date on there? Because Brittany claimed that she was swatted years ago. What if she's just using that video?
I wouldn't be surprised. That was my question. Has been a question on my mind since I saw it.
Mm. Oh, I don't know about that, Teresa. I'm thinking her SWAT video is complete BS. The missing train in the yard makes me question things. Sure, New Jersey, Robin. No, the sheriff sent an email to 2 detective units qualified to do the wellness check. The detective was in the morning, not 4:30. I don't know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Looking in that BJ and Craig's behind all the call to play victims for money in their pocket. I want to doubt it, TLC.
Yeah.
Huh. Oh, Casual Art, tell me how they come out. Yes, she did, runs with scissors. She had her subscribers bought them the first year she got them off Amazon from her subscribers.
I remember that. There were several $100s.
Yeah. She's had cameras for years.
Mm-hmm.
It's just when she needs another way to grip, she suddenly doesn't have them. BJ lied to the cop that day. What?
Or they quit working or some bullshit.
Yeah. BJ lied to the cop that day on her porch when she took a pic of his car, and he asked, and she lied and said no when she did. Right. That's what I'm saying. She lies on legal documents. She lies on police reports. She lies to police face. The bitch will lie about anything. Why isn't Craig paying for Christmas? After all, you boasted that he has plenty of money. Right, Angel? Jason said she had a fundraiser before she became a creator. She did.
Yep, she did. I remember that. She did.
She sure fucking did.
I saw it with my own eyes. I saw it. God.
Wait till I pull this up for you all. Wait till you see this. It says not connected, Robin. God, Craig is such a shitty fucking human. She's been begging for everything for years. Absolutely. Well, and telling people that her and Craig are married. Like she said, my husband's name and my father-in-law. Oh, neither of which are your husband or father-in-law.
Yep. She's been doing that for years too. Since the beginning.
Yep. You guys wait until I get these. You can turn off your camera.
I noticed that when she actually, right after she collected a lot of that money too, I did notice that all of a sudden a ring appeared on her finger of some sort on her
The
left
ring she
hand.
bought herself after we made fun of her. Hey, Robin, what do you got for us?
Hi. So glad I was able to come up. Happy Hanukkah and Merry Christmas to everybody.
You
Hi,
as well,
Robin.
thank you.
You too.
Something's been bugging me, so like I live alone. So I'm so glad I could talk to somebody about this
Mm-hmm.
within the YouTube world. All right. So she did the SWAT thing. I guess she sent some photos to those people as proof that they were there, right?
Whatever.
Otherwise, they said they didn't want proof or they don't want to say nobody was there. So she sent them pictures. And she sent Sinner a video, right?
Okay.
Did everybody see the video he put up? It was like 5-10 minutes. He put a video up. Did everybody see it?
Who put a video up?
Sinner of the SWAT.
Oh, yeah, I think everybody saw that. Oh, I wouldn't say it was actual video of the SWAT, but yeah.
Well, whatever the call was, the police.
Yeah.
All right. So what was bothering me was not that I looked for what her house looks like, but when everything happened with your case and all,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and her address went out, I did Google, like you could Google anybody's house. I even Googled my own house to see what like it looks like on Google. And
Okay.
unless she's done work on that house, and that's a really old picture of her home, I don't see any brick post in front of her house, unless that's the back of her house. Or like I'm very into details. That's the way I am because I study crime, true crime, and no brick like around her house in the front. It doesn't look like her front porch that they were leaving.
She has
Like
a she does have like the bricks on the front porch, like the stones.
she has pillars.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Like right when you walk up. I mean, I don't know. I never analyzed her house, but yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I thought she had metal poles were holding up the roof in the front.
No, I don't know. I honestly never looked that close.
Well, I see. I looked up her house, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
her
brick
house.
pillars. People are saying.
What?
People are saying it has brick pillars.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, then that settles my brain on that.
Yeah.
It was bugging me because the picture I saw, unless it's a very old picture or I have the wrong address,
Mm.
it was driving me crazy. I said, well, maybe it's the wrong address I have. It had metal, you know, like on the front porch to hold your roof up. And the whole, I know the porch itself is brick, but it didn't have like a brick enclosure with brick pillars to hold the porch up, which is very nice. But it wasn't on the picture I saw on Google.
Mm.
So it was bugging me. Like, how could that be your house?
Now she'll be crying that people are looking up her house.
Well, I'm like that. Like, if I see something, I've got to like look into it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because it will bug me. So I see a picture. I also know, like, you can see SWAT videos on YouTube. People show it all the time, you know. Like in North Carolina, there was a SWAT call that people got hurt. They went to the wrong house.
Right.
So, like, you could like see them and you could play them. But anyway, but with SWAT, they don't always have to knock on the door and bang in the house. I have family that's in law enforcement my whole life. I guess that's why I'm so much into police and all that. On every level of the, you know, from the FBI down. So, but they, you know, it depends on the call. But they
I mean,
always,
now it wasn't a SWAT, so everything she said is bullshit.
yeah, I don't think it was a SWAT at
Like
all.
Beats him said, let's not forget how Dog the Bounty Hunter's step grandson died. You know, her co-plaintiff, right? An
Yes.
accidental gun going off. Yeah.
Yes. And those guns scare the crap out of me. I grew up with guns and we knew the safety of the guns. And my father did not keep
Jason.
guns like that in the house.
Yeah, well, they're ignorant. They're fucking ignorant humans, is what they are. They're so ignorant that this was what Craig is busy posting over on Twitter. So we got, it's not radical Islam or Islam. This is all the Watchmen's reposted, right? Check out this one. Oh wait, this isn't even all the ones you sent me. Hold on. There's more. Is it quite a cute looking house? Yeah, she's just a scumbag. He thinks Islam is taking over the country, and he is on a Twitter rampage. I'm going to pull them all up at once so you can see the severity of them all.
Oh, he's on Twitter now?
He's been on Twitter, yeah.
Oh, I thought he got kicked off of there. Okay.
Thank you, Carl, for hitting the thumbs up.
I'm going to put you on my TV so I can see it. Make sure the sound's off.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Did you get that puppy? I haven't been on in a while.
No, I didn't.
You decided not to. That's probably was a smart move.
Yeah.
That's a big responsibility. And like you wouldn't be able to go at the beach or anything like you want
to. Fuck me. Oh, blessed be. Blessed be. Give me just a second.
Thank you for clearing that up in my head because it was bugging me.
Hey, B10.
What's up?
You're welcome. Not much. Wait till I pull this shit up, dude.
I mean, can we all like sit here and like basically understand that her co-plaintiff, basically her grandson died from an accidental discharge? I wanted to state that. I know you read it, but I'm just saying, like, this lady has her guns out and she's, that's a safe condition, guys. It's not loaded. It's just this, you know, it's full of bullets, but not in the chamber. There's one not in the chamber, guys.
Right. And then argue with the police what loaded means and what it isn't.
Bro, this lady was arguing with the police. Unlike they confused she's trying to say that they confused a heater with exercise equipment.
Right.
They don't know what a heater looks like.
Yeah, they don't know what a heater looks like. They don't know what workout equipment looks like. They don't know what loaded means. They made all the mistakes, B10. Don't you know it? I mean, Craig thinks he has a lawsuit against them.
Well, he's not. And like another thing,
I heard that he wants to sue them now.
Another problem is that this guy literally is pointing guns at delivery people.
I know, in front of their children, because the dude knocked on the fucking door. Unbelievable. Like,
are you crazy? Like, and this is like her, like all the haters have no fucking commentary on this. It's like you're fucking, this guy is pointing guns at delivery people who is delivering shit to your out of the place home for minimum wage, and you then insult the guy because he knocked on the door.
Yes, and then it says how he could have shot him in the fucking face, and then hit the child chimes in to call the guy a dummy.
Yeah, if you would have shot him in the face, you would have went to jail for 15 years.
But isn't that teaching responsible gun safety? Convincing your children that because they knocked at the door, it'd be okay for you to shoot them in the fucking face? That sounds like reasonable gun safety for a child to hear.
I hope that delivery young man told his boss that.
The delivery man doesn't even know about it.
He doesn't know about it. He has no
Thank
clue.
you, Wendy. Yeah, yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought he said it to the guy.
That is odd. No. Yeah, he has no idea. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. I have to grab Jace's sled and stuff really quick. Do you mind? You guys mind?
No problem.
Okay, thank you.
That's interesting. Now they made the super chat for $10, $12. That's interesting.
That's horrible.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the guy's a fucking little. I think he talks a lot. I think, like, he talks about his big gun. I don't think there's anything else big on him, to be honest with you. A guy that's that focused on his guns like that, it's kind of like, guys focused on his cars, a little like certain cars, like sports cars, big cars. You catch my drift.
Well, they lack in other areas. Yeah.
Yeah. What's up? I mean, this guy fully admits, and then he hides from the cop, waits for his woman to basically talk to armed people, talk to people, knock on the door. And the only time he actually answers the door is if he's pointing a gun at someone. Like, seriously, what a little bitch. Like, he has to be the biggest bitch I've ever heard of on this platform, to be honest with you. And this guy talks mad shit about people left, right, and center. oh, he's a loser. I got all the money for the lawsuit. If you got all this money, motherfucker, why you can't fucking supply your kids with gifts on Christmas?
Absolutely.
Like, are you serious?
Did you hear what he said to Brittany when she said that thing about nonsense? Said that if he went to jail, that she would kick him out of the house. He said, "Well, that wouldn't happen. My mother would get the house."
Oh shit!
Yeah, I heard that too, Robin. Yeah.
So he doesn't care. He's very verbally abusive to her, and she don't say a word. She would be better off out of there without him.
Well, the problem is that she would actually have to pay for rent somewhere, and she doesn't want to do that.
Yeah, but if she's a DV survivor, she could get help, and they would help her with everything.
Yeah.
She don't need to put up with this crap.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they call me a bitch. Meanwhile, I answer the door. I don't point guns at people when people knock on my fucking door. I say, "Hello, how you doing, sir? How's going?"
I just don't know.
I mean, like, who like lives like that? Like, are you serious? His mind would explode if he had to walk through New York City and go through a subway system. Bro, his brain would blow up. He would be so terrified if he took a fucking any train in New York City in the subway system. He'd be like, oh my God, all these people could hurt me and I don't have my gun with me. What can I do? That old woman.
He couldn't even walk down 42nd Street.
Bro, if he walked down 42nd Street, he'd piss in his pants. He would literally piss his pants. Because this is the type of guy, like, he's just like fucking pathetic. And that's why he dreams of being the prophet. Because in truth, he's a coward. He'll never lead anyone. He's just a loser.
True. Yeah. When I showed my husband his picture, it was so funny. I showed my husband who he was, and my husband's like, "What the fuck is that?"
That's like, a boy.
I'm like, I know, right? And he goes, "What the fuck's wrong with his hair?"
He looks like fucking like the Mad TV like skit on like Funkenstein.
Yes.
And he's like, I'm Funkenstein. He's got the hair. He looks kind of like that guy a little bit.
Yes. I mean, my husband said words, but yes. I mean, things I can't say on here or I wouldn't say on here. But yes, I was like, and we were, I mean, he had me rolling. I was laughing so hard.
I swear to God. And then like, I mean, like as a man, I would be embarrassed if I had to beg online for toys.
Oh,
and I talk this mad shit. I got all this money to sue people. I got all this money, and you can't even afford toys for your own children. How fucking pathetic! How much of a
very selfish people?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, how much of a fucking failure of a provider you are.
Failure of life.
Well, she said that he had the post-traumatic stress from being in the service. Why don't she get him help? I mean, he may need help. I don't know if he saw war or whatever, but he saw something, and he's got an issue. Then
I mean, but like, what? I don't want to be like the most heartless motherfucker, but I'll be the heartless motherfucker. What did he ever serve in combat?
I don't know. That's the thing. I know he was in the service.
Yeah, I don't know either. I have no idea.
No, I mean, like, I've never heard him talk about any service. Like, I can understand if you serve in combat, you got PTSD. I get that. Makes perfect sense. I'm not gonna hear him. But
Tim, you're not the asshole and you're not going to be that quote, like motherfucker that says it, because I have two uncles that served in Vietnam.
Yeah, I talk to people.
Yeah. So it's like, I know what like all this entails. I mean, I'll never forget some of the stories of them trying to get their people out and, body parts falling.
Well, yeah.
It's terrible. Like, but I don't think he's at that point.
I talked to a guy who used to be a next door, like lived down the block, but I talked to him a lot. Used to be a tunnel rat.
Yeah.
You know what a tunnel rat is? If people don't know what that is in Vietnam, basically they would give you, what is it? A gun and a flashlight and a knife and say, go into that tunnel.
Yeah.
And see if you can fight some Viet Cong in there. Like,
yeah, I lived with somebody who had post-traumatic from Vietnam.
Oh yeah, both of my uncles are like that. It's crazy. I mean, so yeah, but one of them is almost 80 and the other one is in his early 70s and they're still going strong and have lived a good life. I mean,
his story. He's during the era of Desert Storm or whatever, right? By his age.
Yeah, but you would think he would tell stories, either like, "Oh yeah, I went to Desert Storm," but I think wasn't he on the Navy?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was in the Navy. He said,
yeah.
I did hear him one day, but see, she never lets him talk about anything. And it's like she knows nothing about what he did. He tried to say something in the background about, when you see your buddies and they die in the submarine. So he might have witnessed stuff, but she doesn't talk to him. And when he tries to say something, she cuts him off.
When
So
did
I
his
don't think
buddies
she
die
ever
in a
talks to him
submarine?
unless they're online.
Yeah, it
You,
took
you would think
my
that'd be
uncle
big. Yeah, but you would think that'd be big news if a submarine went down. Who took
But
down
who
the submarine?
knows? Is what I'm saying. Is that's years ago, and he needs help maybe, but she don't get him help, and she just doesn't probably ever talk to him unless they're on the line. It's like they don't even know each other. It's almost like they didn't even live together. It's the weirdest relationship I ever heard.
Yeah, I have one of my uncles who experienced the worst. Like it was, we literally only sat down and talked about it one time, and it is never brought up again because that's just how it works.
Yeah, that is how it works. Sure is. I grew up I was a teenager in Vietnam where I'm old. So I'm
old
quite
too.
familiar.
I'm old, but my husband's older. I'm just like, I always give him crap, but we're both good. I'm 55 and he's 72.
Yeah, I'm 72.
Yeah, and I don't consider that old.
Well, that was the days, and we remember people coming home and how they didn't come home. But we've had I have relatives that were in Desert Storm and lots of different places. I have family. My father was in World War II and World War I. But it's something they don't usually talk about.
Right.
But
yeah, they don't. They keep a lot of things quiet. My grandfather was in World War II. My in-laws were, my late father-in-law was a Marine.
Yeah, I mean, I just think the guy is fucking weirdo. He's just a weirdo. I mean, he keeps on they said PTSD, but I just think he's a fucking weirdo, and he's fucked in the head. He's sitting there, he's aiming. Who in their right minds aims a gun at a delivery person? Who in the fucking right mind puts loaded firearms in every room just leaning? And they didn't even find the handgun. He probably has. It's weird. It's fucking weird.
It is. It's insane. I mean, it's completely insanity. I'll never understand that. And to normalize that,
they live in a fantasy world of the internet. Video games, the internet, they don't live in a real world. I don't think either one of them had real jobs or ever been working anywhere but the internet.
Right.
So they don't live in real world. I don't think he leaves the house.
Yeah, I agree.
Very strange people.
It is very, very weird. And she definitely has over the last, 4 years, let everybody know every aspect of her life because she needs that victimhood.
Can we talk about fucking Reality's finger? That shit.
Oh God.
That shit was like the Wicked Witch of the West.
The Wicked Witch of the West. It looks like a shriveled up wiener.
It's she's like, I'll get you, my pretties, and your little dog too.
God, it's gross.
It's weird. It's
so wrinkly.
How did she break her finger?
I don't know. Maybe she was pointing at the computer screen too much, just getting angry, and she just hit it on the screen.
I don't know. In a car accident, but how do you break your finger in a car accident?
I don't know. Well, you could break a lot of things in car. I don't know. It's kind of random. You know what I mean? You don't know what type of injuries, but I never heard her say she was in a car accident. But but you can break a lot of things in car accidents that you would normally not think.
But, I mean, out of everything, just your finger broke. It's just pretty weird.
Maybe her finger was pressing on the FM radio, and
no,
right at the time it stopped short. And that's it.
It's a weird cast they gave her. That's for sure.
It's definitely weird.
Well, didn't that cast change up a few times? Because she had another cast.
I don't know.
I don't know. They're strange people.
You
I
guys
can't
just
even
like
watch them.
rocks. Kick rocks. You're not doing it. Kick rocks.
Well,
I'm
she's
like, I can't
definitely
stand
kicking.
her.
Yeah,
God.
well, she's like the worst panel guest ever. She just like, Brittany's up there. She screams, just randomly screams with emotions. And when Brittany's gone, she's like quiet as a motherfucking church mouse.
It's like Tourette's or something. Like this woman, like just pretty soon it's going to be just random shit over and over.
I mean, I kind of want to shout at her like, okay, she's gone. Now is the time to start talking, lady. Now that there's no one on the panel but you. Time to shine, lady. Chop, chop.
At least say something.
All right, not just read the chimes. I know. I'm sick too, guys. Okay. It's like, by the way, what's her 15? What, like? Oh, thank you. But
Thank you guys so much. I'm sorry.
I know, but don't worry.
Oh, her breathing and her sleeping. Like I don't even know how anybody can watch her because like the whole 3 hours you get to hear maybe a half hour of her talking at all. The
True.
rest is her sleeping.
Yeah.
Reality,
you got
yelling or doing nothing.
You really got her upset. Making fun of a woman with a glass eye. Beats him. Didn't he used to have some type of standards?
Listen, I didn't realize a joke I kind of just fucking went with the fly would literally have the deepest lore and like literally talked about for weeks. I didn't think that was a joke.
I didn't even think she actually had a glass eye.
I guess she does. I guess I was right again.
Oh, wow. What are the odds of that? Come on.
Bro, I'm like right about everything. I told her, be careful of Julie. She will sue people.
Yep.
What happened?
You had me very upset with that glass eye. My aunt had a glass eye. Don't pick up people with glass eyes.
How the hell did anybody know Rowdy actually had a glass eye? He was just making fun of the idea of it.
I know.
I wouldn't even doubt if she gave herself a glass eye to be like, see, Tim's horrible.
Yeah.
Oh my
Nobody
God.
knows.
Bro, I would have like the most fun with my glass eye. I would just have different like fashion statements for each day. I would have a different glass eye.
Tim, I thought the chat was joking, but several people said it. She told her parents on you.
She told her.
Wait.
Her parents are. How old is she?
I know she looks like she was in her late 50s, so I don't know. Maybe wow. She told her parents on. How does that phone call go?
You're
Mom,
telling your
Dad?
like 70-year-old parents about YouTube drama?
There's a guy whose name is right. He's a B, and he said I have a glass eye and made fun of me. Like, what did her parents even say to that?
I don't know.
Jess, I gotta jump down. I gotta go.
Thank you, girl. I appreciate you coming up.
Absolutely. You guys all have a good day.
You as well. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
Have a nice holiday.
You too. Thank you.
Oh, they said she's 63. She's like 60 to 63.
She's a rough 63.
That's a blessing that her parents are still alive, but why would you concern them with something so stupid at their ages?
Like, let's say they had her like when they were like 21, or 20, right? That means that she called up her 80-something-year-old parents to complain about YouTube drama.
Right, about a guy saying she has a glass eye that she doesn't even have.
Bro, that's crazy. They probably don't even know what YouTube is.
Yeah, wow. That's
my grandmother lived to 100, so who knows?
My grandmother's still alive.
Yeah. I mean,
how old is she, Tim?
I think she's either 99 or over 100.
Shit.
She likes, and she still works. She works as a nurse, and she drives a convertible, and she still dates. She's got a new boyfriend.
She's doing her damn thing. I'll never forget when my grandma was dating this guy. He was in a wheelchair at the senior living place they lived at. Janet, thank you so much. Anyway, she when they broke up, I said, Grandma, what happened to that guy you were seeing? And she said, he wanted to use me as a booty call. I could have fucking died. I'm like, oh, why?
Out of the mouth of the elderly, we don't care anymore.
Yeah, I think she
I
just
had no idea.
Yeah, my grandmother's kind of a cradle robber. She goes after like 60 or 70-year-old men.
Oh, she's a cougar. Good on her.
She goes after the young guys.
I wish I was
grandmother
kidding.
a surgical nurse by any means?
No. She's just like, basically like a home attendant nurse type of deal. She does that.
Oh. because I saw they celebrated this woman like she was 100. She's the oldest surgical nurse they had in
Mhm.
this hospital in New York.
Yeah,
Oh,
I have some relatives that are like most. I have some that do home hospice care. They do that stuff. So not fun,
God
but
bless them.
yeah, it's a tough job for sure.
Oh yeah, I know.
I,
I was a visiting nurse for 30 years, so
yeah.
Bless it. I
I
know.
get
B
it.
Tim had everybody written off instead by 60, 70.
Hey, listen, if you're listening to Greg, we all should be dead at 60.
Yeah, but Craig's a fucking idiot. I can't believe how ignorant these people really are.
Listen, I mean, some people do die at 60. My mother died at like 63, and my stepdad died around 60. So,
Oh,
My
that's so
husband just
young.
no,
died 60.
so they just,
It happens, yeah.
yeah, it happens, because sometimes my mom particularly died because unfortunately she took those stupid fucking diet pills during like the 90s and unfortunately fucked her heart up.
Oh
I think that
yeah, that was a
contributed.
big hype when they
Oh,
were
I'm
first coming out
sorry.
and all.
And then she got, I would go into detail, but she got screwed over on that one too.
Oh, I'm sorry to
So,
hear that.
so
Yeah,
unfortunately,
sorry.
and my stepdad had a slew of issues. He was on dialysis, he had heart problems.
Mm.
So it's just how it is.
Amos
It's
Liz wants you
typical.
to know that her dad is 80 and mother is 76, and they spend most of their free time on YouTube and the internet. They're retired, and you're never too old to learn. Thank you, Amos. But I got something creepier to tell you, B10. The chat is
About
now saying reality's parents are dead.
maybe
Oh,
I don't know if they're like dead. Like I don't know. I hope they're not dead.
I hope they're not either. And if they are, I'm wondering, did she like go to the grave and sit down and talk to them? Like, how did she tell her parents then? Like in her
oh,
prayer?
Granny, you just made me choke.
I mean, I'm genuinely curious.
Pulls out the I don't know. I don't even want to joke about that. That's kind of like ooh.
Yeah, now we're on easy territory. I mean,
I'll just leave it at that. We'll leave it at that.
I know that's right. I'm sorry to everybody who's lost their parents, especially at early ages. She said her parents are not happy with Beats Him, so they're alive.
Oh, okay, good. I mean, I'm glad that her parents are alive. I mean, that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's a great thing. The 100 sub, hey girl. My brother only made it 55. I'm 64. Oh, so many young deaths in the chat. I'm so sorry, especially with the holidays coming up. Sorry to everybody who's lost a loved one, especially so young.
Yeah.
Was
Well,
82.
it's a blessing. B Tim,
Yeah,
are
I
you
think
in Brooklyn?
I'm not going to tell you.
Because they have some nice stuff down in Brooklyn.
I'm not going to tell you about Borough because I just don't want to. No offense to you,
No,
but
I
there's a lot of
understand.
weirdos trying to dox me, and I don't want to narrow
I
down the
understand.
borough I'm in and whatnot.
Well, in Brooklyn, they have this guy. He's from Italy, and he makes this beautiful nativity scene all by hand. He made it all by hand. It's beautiful. If you get to Brooklyn, you should go there to look at it. If you don't live there, go look at it.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing.
By the way, does Granny, does your son like periodic tables?
What is it?
Periodic tables.
Oh, well, I don't know if he necessarily likes them, but he's aware of them.
Yeah, like I saw this one. I bought this for my nephew that's into it. I bought this. I'm just showing you. It's like it's because it has
that's actually cool.
And it has the elements actually, like the actual metals and stuff in it. Not all of it, obviously, because some of it you can't. Obviously, that's why it has that little sign. And it shows you the, for hydrogen, it has hydrogen in it. It has lithium and has beryllium.
That's
sodium.
actually really cool.
And
he recently just told me he wants the Lego globe.
Oh.
But they're like $300. I'm like, a fucking Lego kit? That's insane.
You could get like the smaller one is a little bit, and it gives you a magnifying glass so you can look at it. The bigger one makes it a little bit easier, but it's pretty cool to have even just like a setup piece, and you just have your magnifying glass. You can look at each element. Like you can learn like the signs like gold AU and stuff like that, and the atomic numbers and stuff. I thought it was pretty cool.
That is cool, and it has 83 real elements inside it. That is really neat.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
That's a cool toy.
Well,
I love educational toys like that. Well,
yeah,
it's not necessarily a toy. It's more like, an educational piece.
Yeah, well, it's a pretty cool idea to have for kids that want into science,
Yeah. Oh, my son was really big into science and magic and all that stuff. And
magic.
oh, yeah. He's actually really good at magic tricks.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like he's like in the occult and he's casting
Oh
spells.
no, geez,
What?
no, no, no,
Like, what?
no.
Get Big Dagger on the phone immediately. But anyway,
Oh,
it's like,
That's
hey,
cool.
he's like got like a Frankenstein style lab with his magic and science. He's like, I will revive the dead.
scary enough. Yeah, some people are trying to say that reality and breaking chains were the same person. And it's like, come on, both of them have
Well,
been
we
on camera.
gotta-
Both of them
I-
have spoke.
I left a comment. I says I gotta have to see Reality's finger. I mean, not Reality. I mean, I have to see Breaking Chains' finger. To
Why
do a
was
finger?
Reality's finger?
We already see Reality, but we need to see Breaking Chains' finger too to see which one is like to see the difference if they're not the same person.
Their
Where did we
voices
see,
sound nothing alike.
Where did we see Reality's finger? I'm so lost.
Reality's finger was shown. It's like weird. It's deformed.
Oh, I never seen it.
You
Wow,
never seen
bless it.
Reality's finger?
No.
All right.
I
It's in a
imagine it's
cast.
deformed from all the time she sticks it in the air telling people what to fucking do.
Yeah, I got a picture of it. I'll show it to you. Let me just open
Wow,
it
I
up.
did not know
Whatever
that.
it is, I give her credit. She drives to New York to see her family. I don't know what part of New York, but she drives to New York to see her family.
Why do these people tell so much about themselves and then turn around and act like people are stalking them? Like, why do we
Here.
know that her family lives in New York?
Who
Here,
knows?
here's the image if you want to look at it.
I couldn't give you what the fuck is that?
That's her
What
finger.
the fuck is that's not a what the fuck is that?
It's weird.
What the
That's supposed
fuck
to
is
be a
that? Is
finger.
not that oh that I watched too much Pennywise or something because I immediately thought of Pennywise.
It's like,
at
they
that.
all float up here.
She did not wear sunscreen on her hands or gloves. Somebody asked me to drop that the periodic table in the chat, so I was trying to, but the first one came as 3 separate things, so would it work? So then I dropped the title of it, the name of it, so you could
Yeah.
copy and paste it.
It's cool.
It's Amazon, yes, Amazon.
Yeah, I
I'll
would
have to
suggest you
check
get the
that out
bigger
for my
one.
grandson.
Yeah, get the bigger one. It's going to cost a little bit more, but it's easier to see because if you get the smaller one, you're really going to need a magnifying glass with it to see the stuff. Just a
So
heads up.
there's so many things going on with this finger that I'm like really having a hard time. My
What
brain
the
can't compute
heck?
this. Yeah, I'm having a really difficult time here. So what is this? She cut up one of her scarves and wrapped it around her finger,
I don't know. She's got
and
like-
then that's one of her fingers right here.
maybe like one of the children she's tried to like kill, like attack and kidnap as Pennywise cut her finger with that magical dagger. She's
What
recovering.
What does she have next to that black thing?
That's her finger wrapped
That's
up.
her finger wrapped up. The
But
black.
her hands don't match her face, and her face and hands certainly don't match her bedroom. That's decorated like a 12-year-old girl's. Like, this is so bizarre.
That's weird.
They all float down here.
Yeah.
That's
Would you like a
weird.
balloon? Oh my god. Do you watch Welcome to Derry?
Oh yeah, I'm up to date.
Yeah, I fucking love it. And I love the way they connected it all. Like they connected it to The Shining, to Dr. Sleep. I love it. And
Yeah.
all these kids are the kids of the adults that come off in the first Pennywise, in the first It. I love it.
I think like what's interesting is it's probably what's going to happen is like it's going to explain away why that dagger doesn't exist because my guess is in the last episode they're going to use that free dagger that's existing and they're going to toss that as the last kind of protection. To,
Yeah,
like,
the one the
reseal
little
him.
girl has right now, right?
Yeah, to
Yeah.
resail him back in Derry, and I
That's
think
what I think too.
that's why you don't see it in the actual It series because that thing's gone already. They kind of used their last lifeline type of deal.
Yeah, that's actually a great idea of how that's going to be. What's up, Breaking Chains?
We need to see your fingers.
How are you all on this beautiful Monday?
We need to see your fingers.
Hi,
We don't
Breaking
trust
Chains.
you.
I
We don't.
love all
It's
your
not
videos.
Monday.
It
Yeah,
is
it's not-
it's Monday.
It's Sunday.
Oh, I'm
Monday.
missing something here.
You
Kick
know,
this
you-
person.
stop it. Stop telling me it's not Monday.
Ah,
Okay, so we're gonna have to see
All
your
right.
finger.
No. So I put a link in the private chat. I'm going to sue you for telling me it's not Monday.
Okay, let's
By
see.
the way.
Is this your finger?
I
I-
guess it's Monday somewhere.
I put a link in the private chat. I had a little bit of fun with the reality connection and me. It's a very short video that's in my members, but I'm happy to share it with you all.
She's trying to distract from her finger, but all right.
Yeah, I
don't
know.
mean to interrupt, but Granny, can you drop me down?
And Breaking Chains can
Of course, sorry. Thank
My-
you, Robin, for coming up.
Thank you. And
Oh,
Frankie
bye,
Kings, I
Robin.
love your work.
Thank you, Robin. Good to see you. Thank
Good
you.
to see you. Bye,
Bye-bye.
everybody. Thank you.
My
Choo.
fingers are prominently displayed in this video, so I'm not showing
Oh,
them to
okay.
on the screen.
Let's hear it.
Like I don't even want to be a part of this. I mean, and Breaking Chains can kiss my ass. She sat with Natasha Cooper for a year. Did she tell y'all that? I don't know that woman like that.
You sat with Natasha Cooper for a year. She sat with her for like 2 or 3. The fuck's her point there?
Well, the funny thing is, I did not sit with her for a year, but
No,
who
it was
gives
like
a shit?
it was well less than a year, but yeah.
It was like 3 months. But okay, what the fuck? Who cares?
For her to come at me the way she does, she's obsessed with Lana like no other. She speaks about me like she knows me, and she knows nothing about me. She's a pick-me at best. Ever promote her in my chat? The love of God, no. Reality Wins and Breaking Chains don't even look anything alike.
Sorry.
So this is the visual reference. I'm on the left, she's on the right, and then you're gonna get a voice reference.
She kind of does look like Pennywise a little bit. If her hair was red, definitely would look like Pennywise.
You are nobody on YouTube, lady.
It certainly doesn't seem fair for somebody to be able to sleep through other people's original content.
Why are you so upset? You don't know her.
I wouldn't even be covering her if she didn't say that she has a true crime channel. If she wasn't portraying herself as a true crime YouTuber, I wouldn't be covering her, in all honesty.
How old are you? What are you doing? You're bullying people on the daily.
If she today rebranded allegedly with Britney as just drama content, she probably wouldn't hear from me ever again.
You are. Ooh.
I care about people who call themselves a true crime channel and then snore through other people's content while she plays it, and then come out here and yell at other people for doing other things that might be unfair use. So it's very much a rules for thee and not for me, rules for me and not for thee type of situation.
Well, great video, Lynn. And I'm sitting here wondering, as Brittany's ageism everybody and saying they're too old to be in drama, does she realize that reality is 60 something with wrinkly hands?
Demonic hands.
I can't get over the hands.
Imagine those hands like shit, like caresses your face, like
No, I have that in nightmares after I watch Pennywise.
Is that why you look so distressed, because like reality is like hands on the other side?
Oh gosh. Now I will say, a few years ago, I recall Craig and Brittany bragging about the benefits of Kratom, however you say it. Kratom.
Yeah,
they were selling that shit in a gas station.
That's where they like to buy their shit. Brittany buys her earrings at the gas station, and Craig picks up the employees' phone numbers. So they like the gas station. And Brittany finds cats at the gas station. Yeah.
She definitely needs moisturizer in her hands, man. She needs a lot.
Yeah, like I spend a lot of time in the sun, but with women, your hands and your neck show your age the most, and that's why you should wear sunscreen. And that's why back in the day, a lot of women actresses would have the gloves on, and women wore the gloves in general. It was to protect the hands.
You know what it looked like to me, B-Tim, in all honesty? You know, I had an injury on my finger once, and I had to wear like a finger. It sounds funny, but a finger condom on it. It looks like a finger condom, like to protect the scar, the wound.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
That's the closest getting fucked that reality's been in a while. So I bet she's happy.
You think that's the finger she like points at us with?
Yeah, that's what I said. It probably hurts from all the time. She's like, and you did that, pointing her finger.
She looked like fucking. Her hand looks like beef jerky.
Yeah, it's very it's very aged. Very loose skin. Maybe she lost a bunch of weight or something, though. I don't know.
You don't lose fat on your fingers.
You don't? Brittany has fat fucking toes and fingers.
Yeah, but
People
I'm like,
fat
you don't like
fingers.
have like hanging fat on your fingers, don't you? I never
I
seen
don't.
that.
I mean, I don't, but I'm not overweight, so I don't know. I would imagine just like any body part, it gains weight and loses weight. I've seen chubby fingers before.
Yeah, but I don't think you have extra like stretched skin just hanging off your finger because you got fat fingers.
Fingers get loose.
I just don't
skin.
understand why the fingernail is the same color as the rest of the finger.
Because she's a fucking creature. I don't know.
Because the fat pads under the skin shrink and skin elasticity can't always keep up. Older age leading to thinner, sometimes bonier hands and looser skin folds. So it can happen. Interesting.
Why does she look like fucking the Bog Witch from Legend?
Maybe that's what she is. She sounds like a witch.
You ever see the Bog Witch?
No, I was just going along with you.
It's
Bog
just type up Legend Bog Witch. It's called Meg Mucklebones.
Perry says Ozempic
golly.
fingers is a thing. I didn't know that Ozempic fingers was a thing. I knew Ozempic face was a thing.
I didn't know that either. That's definitely Bog Witch. There we go. The Bog Witch looks like they may have a glass eye too.
She definitely reminds me of the Bog Witch.
And that whiny voice. What are you doing? You bully people.
Now, I'm pretty sure that I could replicate her voice. I don't know if she could replicate my voice.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Stop. No, I'm not doing. If I heard it, I could immediately replicate it, but not out of the blue. But because I'm pretty good at replicating voices, not necessarily accents all the time. But she cracks me up, in all honesty, because like in that one voice clip that I put in there, she's literally going off and telling somebody how immature, and she's like, "How old are you?"
Right, as she sits up there night after night, covering up for Britney snoring and bullshit, and says, "Look at my avatar."
Well, she's in a full whine,
Right.
She's
always whining.
Yes, it's crazy, man.
Catalina said that's a photo of reality from her modeling portfolio.
Yeah, that's her movie career in the 80s. She played the Bog Witch in Legend.
I knew it.
When she was trying to devour Tom Cruise as Tom Cruise played as an actor in that movie.
Oh,
you never seen Legend?
No.
Bro, you've never seen the Legend? You never seen that movie? God
I don't think I have. Hey, Patty, let me look. Maybe I have. I don't know. I don't know. No, I've never seen it.
It's like an 85 epic. It's like a dark fantasy. It has unicorns and devil and all this stuff.
Oh.
It's pretty good. And it's like really good practical effects. It had Tom Cruise as a main actor.
I'll add it to my watch list. Hey, allegedly. Legend is classic. Yeah, I've never seen it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's classic.
Here you go, Kenna. Leave Brittany alone.
I'm going to have to kick you if you continue because we don't like that voice.
Yeah, it's kind of traumatizing.
Sorry. Okay.
Catalina says she lays in her bed and swats at those butterflies hanging from her ceiling like a cat.
She imagines the haters. Willow was good, but they killed Willow when they made the TV series.
I liked Willow. I've seen that one.
Yeah, but they made a TV series.
You all created this.
You sound like her. This is crazy.
Kick rocks.
Kick rocks.
Okay, we're going to have to see your fingers now to make sure that you're not reality.
No fingers. You saw my fingers in the video.
We did?
We didn't see the other side of your finger. You could have been wearing those like those skin type of gloves, hiding your identity.
You just missed it. I showed all facets of my fingers.
How do we know that you're not like the Scooby-Doo villain where you're just going to rip off your mask and we see reality? It's like, I've tricked you all along.
Or it could have just been AI that I was showing.
Absolutely. See, it could have been AI. I've seen those guys that look like women with the AI, or these older women that look like 20-year-olds, but they put the AI on. They look like young women.
No,
yeah, I've seen that.
I have 2 channels full of all kinds of me camming up. You just can't.
Flappy, thank you for being a member.
You could be AI. We don't
Drive
know.
carefully, Nanas. Don't anybody say, oh, the Labyrinth is my favorite. I love the Labyrinth.
A lot of people like the Labyrinth.
And
Yeah.
also, as Spilt Tea Department brought up earlier, I was in a Netflix documentary. So there.
Oh, you're famous. So you're both actresses. So tell us more about how you guys are the same.
Wait, what?
I said, so you're both actresses.
Oh,
yeah.
Right. No,
Jen
but
Kay, that is her finger.
All I'm saying is you can authenticate me there.
Right. Speaking of Netflix, where has Body been?
No, Body's been around. She's been posting on her channel. She has a channel.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she has a channel. She posts about cases. She's like usually likes to stick to like the true crime cases a lot. That's usually what she does a lot. So she's actually a true crime content creator, unlike Brittany.
Right.
She actually does research. So there's a lot of cases that she focuses on, you know?
It's actually disgraceful.
I'm sorry.
What? No, it's okay.
I said, I'm sorry. I said Body's actually smart.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's amazing how much Brittany continues to say she's a true crime channel. When's the last time she even covered true crime?
She's not a true crime channel.
We know that. We know that. But at what point does she like own that and recognize it? That like, oh, well, no, you can't really classify yourself as true crime. You don't even cover true crime.
Yeah. I mean, like her true crime sucks. It's terrible. It's literally her reading a fucking article. Now
falling asleep half sentence, watching other people's videos and going, wow.
I just tracked it on purpose because she just spent an entire week promising to do Sebastian and not.
Yeah, come hell or high water.
Fucking deplorable.
I mean, let's be real. The facts is that she's terrible at true crime because all the people that did the work for her are gone.
Yep. Well, and you know, the worst part about it is not just that she says she's going to cover Sebastian and she didn't, but that she says Seth told her something that he obviously wanted her to speak upon, and she still has not done that.
Yep.
Like she has zero respect for Seth or for anybody, quite frankly. It's Brittany's world and everybody else is just in it.
Bro, she's just, her whole life is going fucking down the toilet. I mean, she's got all these judgments. If that appeal does not go through for them, they're fucked.
Oh, absolutely. That appeal is not going through for them. It's
but you know, I mean,
for the opinion.
I always like, you know, nothing's 100%. So you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure you're gonna get, win, but you never know with the fucking courts. Like that whole Popcorn Planet decision was kind of crazy.
She has no idea how her not following through on her word to people is going to bite her in the long run.
Well, she's going to be like Laura, where Laura used to have a true crime following, and then she just stuck to drama, and then they all went bye-bye.
Brittany's had that happen several times now, where people leave because they tell her repeatedly, we're tired of the drama, and that's why she's learned to try to placate them by saying, oh, I'm going to go back to true crime, I'm going to do it. Eventually, they get tired of hearing I'm going to, and they finally leave.
Yeah, because there's other people that actually cover those subjects. You know what I mean? Like there's plenty of channels that will be happy to jump on that and to do cases. Like I think a lot of people are focusing on that.
Well, right now her chat's full of a lot of the people that dislike us. They're back in there. They flooded back in there to support Brittany during this quote unquote SWAT, which is why I'm curious how many of them feel like you, Dietz, that came out here and certified that she was swatted and now learned she wasn't, like for the second time. Don't forget, these used to do 5-hour episodes exposing Brittany. These are one of the first people to expose that Brittany lied about a previous SWAT. Now all of a sudden you're using your platform, your voice to validate her.
Well, she also didn't like Brittany say that she was on drugs at one point.
Yeah. She said that she was popping Percocets.
I'm like, bro, why would you ever fucking help that person? If someone did that to me, I would never fucking help. I would just not give. But I think their hate boner for us is like more than Brittany, so they try to like help her out, and then you realize, and then they realize, oh fuck, we just fucked up completely and look like complete idiots on that panel.
Well, I wrote in Nonsense's chat. I said, oh, maybe Brittany was on to something when she said that about these. And that supposedly pissed them off so bad that Stunya had to block me for it.
We just call her Chewy.
Chewy. And people were like, well, why did you forgive Brittany? She's like, well, she wrote that in private. You hold what people say in private against them all the fucking time.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Bro, they screenshot everything that's in private and they pretend to be your friend.
Oh, Sludge also said Beach would never have loaded weapons out in the open. And then JP said it's not illegal to have that.
The thing that drives me the most crazy is there is a very, very fine but important distinction between a SWAT team and being swatted.
Right.
And nobody, I don't feel like anybody really called that out, right?
Yeah.
There's like, you can be visited by a SWAT team and not be swatted. And that's what happened. You can be a member of a SWAT team that goes out to a house and knocks on the door, but that does not mean you are being swatted. So that's just one more example of Brittany saying, oh, well, they say they're part of the SWAT team, and so therefore I was swatted. And she creates this big, hairy looking thumbnail saying that she was fucking swatted when we know that she's lied about being swatted before.
Right.
Yeah,
and then
she
comes
lied.
out she lied again. Right.
She lied. And then everyone that's like basically upset, oh my God, she was swatted. This is terrible. And it turned out it was a visit. And the reason why they visited is because they listened to the recording that was sent to them. And they decided, oh, fuck, this is pretty bad. This guy's literally threatened to kill a person on a live stream and sounds like a gun. Let's visit him. And then this guy next day threatens people. And not only threatens people, but aims a gun at his delivery person. Really?
Well, he also threatened the local police and CPS when he said he wants to make his own movement, grab his own tools, and go basically riot. He said that too.
And therefore, I want everybody to believe that I just found the cure to cancer, and I want you all to give me $1 million. Because you'll believe fucking anything, you people. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Well,
God.
That's what they only do that because they like to. The funniest part about it is they say how others cover Britney all the time, but they cover Britney all the time. They just do it from an angle as if they're like more beneficial by covering Britney. Like, oh, well, I'm doing it to defend her.
Yeah, it's bullshit. It's basically like they're killing two birds with one stone. They cover Britney, but also they get to like go at people they don't like.
Right. That's the only reason they're doing it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's like, come on. We know that's bullshit. And these are the same people who was like, I don't want to be part of this community. I want to be part of the LCU, guys. Let's go to the LCU. And it turned out, oh, that didn't work out too well.
If Britney was fighting with anybody else, they wouldn't even get involved in it. Matter of fact, they'd likely be calling her out.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's gross that these people just blindly support her because of who they dislike. And to hear any of them excuse the fact that there was not one, but two loaded guns and arm's reach of children is sick. I don't know how you even justify that.
Yeah, you would think people that cover true crime cases would know the statistics of children getting killed by loose firearms.
Right.
You know, usually the one thing that killed, especially like Dog the Bounty Hunter's step-grandson died.
Right.
Allegedly from a fucking loose gun, like an accidental shooting. I don't know why people just sit here and think that's not a big deal. And also,
there's hundreds of cases a year of kids dying by gun violence in their own home. We discussed it and broke it down before when Craig was waving the gun around and saying it was the kid's toy.
Yeah, sure, it was the kid's toy.
It was super soakers.
I mean, all it would take is for, God forbid, Brittany goes walking down the hallway and the whole house shakes and the gun falls and fucking shoots off. That's all it would take.
Yep.
And that's the problem. And it's like you people, like those people just don't quite understand. It's like, oh my God, all these people cover him. Well, because she's a fucking idiot and she does stupid shit.
Yeah, they rather make it somebody else is the problem.
It killed me the way she was reading off that police report. You were playing it earlier, how she read that part off.
Now listen close, idiots.
Yeah,
that part.
Yes, that part. Listen closely, idiots. I saw nothing in the house that was in danger to the children, except for the loaded firearms that were unsecured.
Right.
And she reads it as a parenthetical, as if it's like nothing. Okay, Mr. and Mrs. Crumbly. You know, the Crumbleys, they blamed the school. That's exactly what they would do. That's exactly what these two would do if something happened to their kids.
By the way, I have a question. The Columbine shooters, how did they get their firearms?
Right. How did every school shooter in history of school shootings, how did most of them get their weapons?
Loose firearms left in the household, while also telling them about how he's going to smack the teacher and how these teachers are all against them. and all this stuff. I'm sure that's not going to be a recipe for disaster in the future.
Right.
I'm sure loose firearms and basically saying teachers are out to get you and the devil's out there is not going to be a recipe for fucking disaster.
I mean, he sat there in front of his child and said that he would be justified to shoot the delivery person who knocked on the door in the face because he knocked on the fucking door. And his son repeats after him and says, dummy, that minimum wage worker, dummy.
Okay.
There was a kid in the last 2 years who did a school pew-pewing, shooting, whatever. And it was revealed that the cops had gone out to his house the year before to talk to him and his father because he had been saying stuff on the internet about doing it. And the father said, it's just kid talk, don't worry about it, blah blah blah, I won't let him have access to the guns. And then a year later he does the shooting and kills people.
Okay, I was wrong about the Columbine one. They bought it, my bad. But there was other ones that did that with their parents' guns.
Hey, listen to this.
Where's Neil?
Not today. I wasn't scared.
Where's Neil?
I deal with guns all the time.
Incredible job.
I deal with dad shooting guns all the time. That's what this kid's saying. He wasn't scared of the gun sounds because he deals with dad shooting guns all the time.
Not today. I wasn't scared.
Where's Neil?
I deal with dad shooting guns all the time.
I have a stupid question. I have a very stupid question. This motherfucker doesn't leave his house. Where is he going to the gun range with his kids?
He's shooting out back because Brittany already said before that he has all these metal targets hanging from the trees. And one time the wind flew or whatever, and she thought somebody was shooting a gun, and she dropped to the ground so afraid. She said that when she filed against me.
Are you allowed to do that in that area?
I did. I don't know.
Because isn't that kind of residential area?
I mean, do you have a child saying that he's not afraid of guns because he hears dad shooting them all the time? They make a loud noise. And this is also right after this bitch tries to file for ROs and she's terrified. But suddenly, for the first time in her history of YouTube ever, she's recording taking her kids trick-or-treating. Not because, maybe Granny recorded Halloween. I don't know. Never done it before. This is when she's so terrified. She has half the internet after her. Their lives are in danger. But yeah, I mean, this kid says it right here. Dad's shooting all the time.
I mean, I don't know about his, how legal that is, because I know, if I pulled out my bow, I wouldn't be able to shoot in the fucking backyard because that would be illegal because there's nothing to stop the arrow from going through and hitting the neighbor.
They have any neighbors, to be honest. I don't know the laws around there.
Well, bullets travel pretty far.
I just know that this idea that Craig has gun safety is ridiculous. I think it's absolutely ridiculous.
Yes, that's right. Colt Gray. Exactly. That's right. His name was even fucking Colt.
Clip says the sheriff writes right on by and waves.
Well, on one hand, she's good friends with all the local police. And on the other hand, they're watching her house and all this. And all of a sudden they're swatting her.
I don't know if that's a good thing that the police know you by a first name basis, to be honest with you.
I don't believe her that they do anyhow. Maybe now they do.
Where everybody knows your name, like they name each department head. He's always visiting.
But we actually have heard that house shake when she's walking down this. Well, we did.
Oh my God, that's
why.
why
she slammed that oven door 7:30 at night when she was putting cube steak with gravy and rice in the fucking oven. Ew.
Wait a minute, you put rice in the
I
oven?
didn't, bitch. I didn't. Don't say you. She did. Heifer over there says she put cube steak, rice, and gravy, and she put it in the oven, and she was so mad while she was live that she slammed that oven door.
First off, that's kind of a weird combination. Second off, wouldn't you have a rice cooker?
Do you think this girl cooks?
No, you put just rice cooker. You put a little water in and some rice. You clean the rice, obviously.
I don't have a rice cooker though.
I have a rice cooker. You can buy them for like $30, $25.
I don't have space for another kitchen.
It's really small. It's really small. You can it makes you cook perfect rice all the time with it.
She had a conversation with her kid about how she was making cut up meat, cut steak and rice and
Yeah.
potatoes, and then she slammed something into the oven. You could hear it.
Yeah, I know. Her son got so disappointed that they weren't getting fast food again. It was unbelievable. It's like
Girl.
they're used to just fast food, and this is a woman who wants you all to pay for their Christmas as they order fast food daily.
You know how fast food is? I was like watching his
yeah.
YouTube channel, and they were talking about how like KFC, the 16 thing is like $55 now. And like there's like people paying like $80 for fucking like small little food here and there. So I can imagine every time she goes to eat out with the kids and everything, she's probably spending $100.
Oh, easily.
It's hella expensive these days.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, that's why they're all heifers.
I mean,
Talking
like,
about the workout equipment. The police mistook the workout equipment for heaters, silly officers.
I don't think that happened. I think she wanted a lot. She was just lying, but she's a terrible liar.
Oh, I know. This confused me. I don't know why they wrote this. Yeah, I'm sure it did.
Probably because your house is fucking doesn't have actual heat. I don't know, because you're always complaining. She's always complaining about being cold. And you would think someone that's like 120 pounds overweight would be a little bit warmer.
That was so generous of you. 120 pounds overweight?
I mean, I don't know. I thought she weighed like 240 or something like that.
Oh, please. That girl's pushing 300.
You think?
I think so, yes. She's so overweight. She's developed a hunchback. Like her shoulder fat now goes above her neck. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. I think she's easily like 300. But I don't know how tall she is either, so I don't know.
I mean, I thought she was like 5'4", my guess.
She said she was 5'8".
5'8".
She's 5. There's no way she's 5. What did what did my process server say?
Oh, 5'6" or something. I don't know. But 120 would be quite. You're saying she's 120 pounds overweight, and that means that you're saying her normal weight should be 120. That's pretty skinny.
Wait, okay, hold on, because you guys are part. She did say that. She said she was really tall, and Craig said she was really short. Am I remembering this correctly? But all I do know is somebody just used her leg as a thumbnail the other day, and I'll tell you what. Her leg is bigger than my fucking body.
And you're wrong. And you're wrong, Shane. I just typed up what is the normal weight for a woman 5'6". It says 128 pounds to 156 pounds.
Right, 128.
I mean, wait. I was reading male. It's actually 117 pounds to 143 pounds female. Sorry.
That's a big range.
I want that SpongeBob meal, by the way. That looks awesome.
Oh my God. You're probably the same motherfucker that goes into McDonald's and buys the fucking meal for the socks.
I did, actually.
I
bought it for my son, though, for the excitement of it.
Sure.
For my birthday, yes.
Couldn't you just buy a 99-cent sock and just say you got it from there?
But it's the little joy behind it all, like the box and the idea of it. And they actually sold out by the very next day. They didn't have any of them.
Because people are children these days.
Yeah, they easily get us. I'll tell you that. And I do love some rice. So
let me
get a rice cooker.
Let me put it this way, B-Tim. I'm 5'6", and when I weighed 120, I was literally anorexic. I was anorexic.
Okay.
So,
well, depending on your height and all, yeah.
No, it was because I was starving myself.
Oh.
And I was like malnourished. And now I know that doesn't sound like it, but I was.
Well, a lot of it has to do with muscle mass and all too. Like if you're just thin skinned and you have no muscle mass or anything, then yeah, you would appear sickly.
I didn't appear anorexic, but I was. And so there's a lot of, and we probably shouldn't go too far down this.
Yeah,
thing.
no.
But what I'm saying is because it's a very triggering topic.
Yeah.
But it's because there's a lot of, people don't know a lot about these eating disorders. But point being that is very, 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 very thin for a 5'6" frame. But and the standard scales are kind of off, to be honest with you.
Well, so regardless, she's definitely over fucking weight, and we don't need any doctor or scale to tell us that. We can see it.
That's for sure.
I mean, her leg alone is huge. I'm telling you, that leg is definitely bigger than my entire body.
I think you wanted to see the picture. Olaf, I think, had the picture. I'm thinking.
Yeah, Olaf has one. I see it right now. Ugh,
Thank
I
you,
don't even.
Garden
I
Glitter.
would go. Honestly, it's gross.
It's like one of those mutant legs you see from like a post-apocalyptic nuclear fallout future.
Ew. That's why you see in Kensington and shit too a lot. Ew.
It's like if your leg looks like that, you are dying. Like I'm telling you, like that means your leg is actually. It looks like the leg is actually retaining water, and the water is becoming fucking acidic.
Ew. Yeah,
I
skinny and AD are definitely two different things. I've always been on the skinnier end until I had kids, and people used to always say like, "Oh my god, you need to eat. You need to eat a burger. You need to eat an apple." But I was naturally skinny.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, like that leg right there. Yeah, that's like one step away because it looks like it's retaining water. From
Ugh.
what happens is that once the water doesn't have anywhere to go, and the water starts coming out, it becomes acidic and it starts burning your fucking skin on your leg,
Ew.
and it's bad because that happened to my mother.
And we're supposed to
Unfortunately,
believe she took a coffin child to the doctor, but never even went to the doctor for that fucking leg. Her moms had to send medics to her house to get her medical help for that leg. Wow.
yeah, that leg is fucked. Like if your leg is like that, you need to go to the emergency room. That's like really bad. Like you can possibly
die
fucking
from that.
die from it. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. That's bad.
That was really bad.
Like you should even like wait that long because they probably tell you like you're pretty fucked.
Here's what Craig's busy posting. This is what white liberal women want in America. Am I sharing? Okay. Normal world, Islamic world.
That's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
Jeez.
White man saves the day again.
Jeez.
He doesn't have hate in his heart, you guys.
But like,
We're
bro,
not
he's
bigots.
no offense, but he's not. I don't even think he would be the one to save the day either, because he would just sit there in his house and let like the other guy beat up the woman. He doesn't do shit. He doesn't leave his dog.
He doesn't even answer when there's a knock at the door.
He
He
wouldn't
sends
even
her to do it.
He wouldn't even defend his wife. He just sent his wife out to beat the men outside. Like him talking like this. This is just him. Like basically, this gives me like incel levels of fucking like. Oh, you know, obviously he has kids. He's not a virgin, but he's like this red pill anger type shit.
I agree.
It's fucking weird. It's like basically a powerless man that hasn't done anything and accomplished anything. Everything that was ever done for him was given to him in life. And he's just basically just angry with his life. He has a midlife crisis. That's why he's like, how do I look? I'm young, right? I'm young. I'm young. It's like, that's
why he does the finger bangs to make it look like he has a better hairline. He himself admitted, you get tired of the same fucking girl. You get tired of your family. You get tired of hearing the same old stories all the time. He's definitely unhappy. And he displays that when he makes his wonderful tweets like these.
Well, how recent are those?
These are all within the past few hours.
Oh shit!
These are less than 24 hours old.
But guys, he's not a Islamophobic person.
Yeah, he just says ban the Muslim Brotherhood in its entirety.
Jesus.
Operation Heal America.
Bro, your Operation Get Craig a Job.
Yeah,
Wow.
they're a racist, violent political movement. Not Craig, who says be a professional white person. Yep.
Wow. And he's sitting there with, loaded guns against the wall in his house. Jesus
Right.
Christ.
Absolutely.
Like Natalie said, he has no life, doesn't leave the house. He won't even cut the grass unless it's nighttime because he's afraid of the fucking sun. I mean, the guy's, he's a pussy. And that's why he has to keep saying, I got big guns, because he knows damn well he has no other way to protect his family because he's a bitch. He ain't going to kick no man with those steel-toed boots, would you? He's a fucking punk.
Clue posted BJ secretly posting all this on his Twitter so he can get locked up.
Well, to be honest with you, she used to retweet similar things until we found her Twitter. Actually, Kim and Crafton found it and exposed her. She used to post the same exact shit.
Imagine
She's no different than him. You don't stay with a man like him for 15 years and not have same or similar beliefs.
Bro,
she is just like him. That's why Craig always says things like, we need to go to a different platform where we can be real. He doesn't recognize Brittany put on this facade of a Christian, sweet, loving, married mother of two to manipulate her audience. And Craig comes on here and tells exactly who and what they really are. And that's why it drives Brittany nuts. And that's why it drives Craig nuts. And he says things like, we need to find a platform where we can be ourselves, where we can be real. Because what Brittany presents to everybody isn't the real her. She's a hateful, bigoted fucking bitch. And it's amazing because she's the typical one too. She does nothing productive in society. She's not a working member of society. She's not even a mother of her first 3 born children. You're everything the people you praise hate. You're low income. You're putting your hands out. When you put a tweet up before that said pull them up by the bootstrap, you are everything that group of people despises and looks down on. You're an unmarried couple, yet you live in all the sins of your own religion, and yet you so badly want to be part of that group of radical thinking people, not realizing they stub their nose up at people like you. That's how pathetic they are. You want to fit in where you can't get in. You're overweight. You're everything they hate with America and women like you. You're not a trad wife. You would never be a trad wife. Matter of fact, you'll never even be a wife. I'm certainly convinced that their family tree is a fucking reef, and the only reason she hasn't married into Craig's family is because she was born into it. I can't stand people like her that sit there and have the nerve to idolize these people that literally would never fucking look your way. You walk and a roast drops out of your fucking shirt. You're trash. You're everything you judge every single day.
Now tell us what you really think.
I mean, honest to God, I could say far worse, but I'll probably get myself canceled or in some sort of trouble. So I'll stop right there. Feel free to take over.
I mean,
it's the God's honest truth, though, and we all fucking know it.
I think she's just very much a pretender, and she just pretends to be this person that she's a kind Christian woman. Craig is a nice Christian guy, and it's like they're not. They're terrible people. Like, tell me what Christian talks about murdering people like on a daily basis. Like, isn't that like a sin? Thou shalt not.
Everything about them's a sin. They live in greed, gluttony. Lynn did a wonderful video before breaking down all the sins that they live in, that she is. It's the God's honest truth.
The 7 deadly sins. So here's my thing. To me, she in particular is an imposter who just every day tries on different clothes to try to fit in somewhere.
Imposter syndrome, without a doubt.
And so she has no true identity of herself. And so she's always trying on different identities. And then she leans into that identity and makes claims about how she, identifies with that identity. And then she runs into clashes with each identity because, she has to make claims on one side and then she makes another claim on the other side. And then those identities clash with each other and we're all calling her out.
Right. Like the perfect example would be how, y'all, you shouldn't look shame people. And, this is a sweet Christian woman now. Look shaming people's wrong and then proceeding to look shame nonsense for the next 5 minutes. And not only that, but Brittany, when you call her Nancy, you know what the fuck you're saying, right? You probably don't because you're ignorant, but we all fucking do.
Yeah.
They are LARPers at life. These are the type of people that think when they go into a crowd, which they never do, because they're afraid, because they know the truth is they don't fit in. So they sit behind their closed walls and act like they're part of this bigger group of white professional Americans when like I said, they would fucking kick you out of the group. They don't even want your type near them. You're not what you think you are.
She wants to be accepted by her Christian genteel friends, but then she wants to be accepted by Sinner, right? Who is an absolute fucking piece of shit, vile human.
That's her babe.
We call him Lemon Turd. We don't give clout to church.
Oh, sorry. Well, but the thing is that his name says it all. She's a Christian who loves Sinner, right? So she panders to him by then being an absolute asshole to women. And this said it all, right? On the week of Sebastian Rogers' birthday, the child who made her all kinds of money reporting his true crime because she buddied up to his father, she mocks a fundraiser that is being done in his name because 2 women she doesn't like are interviewing his mother on a week when she has promised day after day after day after day to do a Sebastian stream, but hasn't because she's pretending that she was swatted when she wasn't. You fucking asshole.
Let's add in, not only did she promise to do a birthday stream, but she even got personal documents off the father of the missing child in which he wanted her to report.
Yep.
And she still couldn't take 2 minutes of her day. She'd rather argue with Julie Skolnick about a copyright court that will likely never see his day in front of judges and sit there and pretend she was swatted and she's a victim of all these things instead of recognizing that the child victim whose name she used to ride into a court and PA.
I mean, also, I'd probably take that. If I was in BJ's position with that Julie stuff, I'd probably still hire an attorney to deal with it. Because if that shit did go through, because you never know a copyright court. I'm not a copyright attorney. I don't know nothing, but I've seen like Ethan Klein lawsuit, and there's a possibility you never know what the judge you sit in front of.
Honestly, it would cost her well more to hire an attorney than it would to pay the $1,500 to satisfy Julie.
Well, the reason why you'd probably want to hire an attorney is because, let's say that goes through, and then Julie just basically goes through her entire catalog of her channel with every single clip that she reviews of her, and then start striking each one and then going after each video.
Well, don't you find that problematic if we're going to enter a sector of YouTube where we're going to go through everybody's entire channel and sue them if they played our shit?
Yeah, I do. I talked about it. I'm just saying. I talked about it.
Sorry.
I said I don't agree with it. I don't think she should just drop it immediately. I don't think it's a good idea, and I think no one's going to want to play her fucking clips anymore because it's going to be people are going to be worried about being fucking sued.
Right, and when she's sending super chats saying "play my video" and then has a falling out with you, and she's threatening to dox your entire family tree, now you got to worry if she's going to go back to those videos and try to sue you over them.
I mean, like that's why I said, like, honestly, Julie should just drop it. It's not something you should do. It's really something you should avoid, and I think like it's not a good move. That's what I said. I've said that multiple times actually.
Well, we are in agreement.
But let's
virtual fist pump.
Let's think about what was more important in that week to Brittany than covering Sebastian. What was more important? Dead air for hours and hours, snoring for hours and hours, criticizing Duchess and nonsense for hours and hours, re-streaming Cincel's criticism, being nasty, making promises over and over to her audience, and just constant deflection, and claiming that she's going to be doing all kinds of, and claiming that she's been swatted when she wasn't, and stuffing her face.
All the while, her children are behind her, sick as shit, to the point where she agrees with the chat that it sounds like bronchitis.
Yes.
But she still didn't get to the dollar store to buy that thirst spray either. So do we really think she's going to prioritize a missing child she never met, which doesn't even prioritize her own children? I keep saying that to people. How many true crime creators are you going to follow that don't even take care of their own fucking kids and believe they give a shit about anybody else's?
Right. I agree with something Clue said the other day. If she took her kid to the doctor, they would be probably prescribed an antibiotic and it'd be gone in a day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I've been through that 2 or 3 different times with my kids when they were younger.
Boom, and not only that, but if Brittany took her kid to a doctor, we'd hear all about it because Brittany doesn't do anything that remotely resembles normal parenting without wanting to praise for doing so.
Yep.
So we would not hear the end of it. Yo, I took Neil and the kids to the doctor today, and and then we stopped and got and we would hear all about it. She never says, just like Brittany's talking about the tooth again. You want to bring that up again? Why don't you bring up the fact that you mentioned to your audience that he needed to go to the dentist? You've collected funds for him to go to the dentist, but you never update the audience that he wasn't going to go to the dentist.
That actually, someone played that recently somewhere.
I'll find it.
Mel would know.
I'm going to find when the old so-called SWAT took place. Because I know.
I think, let me see. Let me just type in the back for a moment.
I think maybe Queen might have played that last night, Clue.
By the way, I put in the back.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I was going to.
No, I didn't want to say, I don't know what the situation.
Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And she put the date and everything?
She talked about the February situation when she was talking to Deeds about the February thing. So, and then, but the one thing she left out was she thought that Mal FOIA'd on her own, but it actually turned out that Mal was asked by BJ to FOIA that situation. So She didn't foil that situation on her own.
Isn't it funny?
That's right. It was nonsense. It wasn't. Yeah, it was nonsense.
No, what? Well, Tragedy Pimp Exposed made the video, and then Nonsense made a video explaining like why Mal foiled it, and the reason why she foiled it is because because BJ asked for it to be foiled.
Right.
And the biggest point being, the one who called out that Brittany lied about a swat before is now the one that runs to their channel to say that Brittany was swatted this time. And I'm asking you, Deese, directly, when the fuck are you going to get up and apologize for lying to your audience on behalf of a known liar about once again lying about being swatted?
Bro, when are we getting an apology for the fucking backstabbing she did before? I don't know.
I'll tell you what, Beats, and the day I actually seek an apology personally from her is the day I just close up shop. I don't want a fucking apology from her. She's nobody to me. I bet you feel the same way.
Here's the video in the back. I mean, like, here's the video.
Oh, yeah, I have it up over here. I'm sorry. I was looking because when she did that, I literally made a video calling her out about it. And so I was looking for the actual date.
Mm-hmm.
Right here, faking a SWAT call, police resources wasted. This was March 11th, 2024. March 11th, 2024.
I thought it was further back. I didn't.
Wait, I think it probably happened a year prior to that.
Right.
The self-proclaimed true crime creator, allegedly Brittany J, has lost tons of support over the years from hundreds of moderators to dozens and dozens of panel guests. And with each one, she has started a smear campaign to prevent the truth from being revealed, including lying about something as serious as a SWAT and blaming former mods. Tonight, we will speak to those and for those to hopefully have their names cleared. Yeah, so it must have been a year later. Although Mal would know the exact date.
Everything is about the histrionics. Everything.
Oh, this got good old videos of her on.
Yeah, she did pretty good in the video. The only thing she messed up with was the whole foil thing with the Mal stuff, which was corrected with Nonsense. But that's pretty much, it was a pretty good video.
Here. I was the first time Brittany says she was swatted.
You know, you're not sharing anything. Just
so. Oh, I'm not. Where'd it go? Oh, it's up now. It took a second.
You're like literally just like reading it yourself, and there was nothing on the screen. So,
wait, is it up for you now? Because it's on.
Yeah, it's up for me. It's up for me.
Yeah. Okay, sorry.
Our first stop is here at Deets on the Streets. The stream is called Allegedly, and it's from 2024, February 29th. And this is the first time I ever heard about this fake swatting. So we, of course, have Deets. We've got Mallory on the panel who's going to share with us. And then a couple more people, I think, get up as well. We've got Granny, and yeah, we'll see. Anyway, it's me, TPE, and welcome to another video.
So right before I left, when the swatting incident happened. So one night we were on a live, and she had just like randomly muted, and then nothing, like we couldn't figure it out, like what was going on. And then so I'd be like, Britt, are you there? Or I'd be like reading something, and then I'd be like, are you there? Like, what do you think? Because she wasn't talking, and then she wasn't responding. And so then all of a sudden she comes back after, I think it was like 8 minutes, I think, if that's correct. If I know, yeah. But then she's like, she came back on this live, and she's like, you guys, I gotta go. The police just showed up.
With
I'm not
a
sure
gurney.
what's going on, blah, blah, blah. She went on this whole spiel about the police showing up. And then she ended up ending the live. And then we were all very concerned. We're like, were you just spotted? What's going on?
Now you're freaked out for your friend. I get that.
Correct. And so, but at this point in time, I'd kind of started to already notice the little things that were not necessarily being lied to me, but being embellished to the point where I'd say something like, yeah, well, especially because I was like reading things, and I'd be like, okay, what do you think, Brittany? And then it would be like nothing. And I'd be like, well, never mind. Okay. So then she ends up ending the live. We're all freaking out. We're saying all this. I'm like, oh my gosh. And at this time, which I have told this to the other people, there was a group of people that Brittany claimed was behind everything that was happening to her.
Enter who Brittany J calls the Mean Girls.
Erin says she has this story about a bat flying around and police lights and siren. And the first story, it was EMS. Then the next was they had their gurney out and ran to her door. So basically, after this 3-minute pause, then you guys start getting different stories about what actually happened.
Yeah. Yeah, there were a ton. So then after that, at that point, I'm just like, I was still under the impression that these people were doing this. I was very adamant, which if you knew me while I was with Brittany, or you know me after, or you know me behind the scenes, like I don't like drama. I very much.
Today, These same things, and she doesn't do it. The vicious cycle of insanity, Brittany. The same things over and over, yet you come on here expecting a different result, or at least pretending to. I don't think you actually do, because you keep doing it, and you keep getting paid.
Look what I found on my other end. All Brittany's previous fundraisers that she now denies. The video from Allegedly Expect It, Never Appreciate It. That Brittany to being me for over a year and a half when it was actually her ex-moderator, Wolfie. Very interesting. That I played those videos during when I was exposing her fake SWAT call back then. And she had the unexpected death, left with all expenses, where she wanted $3,500, claiming she was left with all of Craig's father's expenses. And then we find out all she was left with is putting a internet bill in her name.
Don't forget that they were left the house and their Campbell's inheritance.
Right. All the expenses. Right. Yeah. Sorry.
I remember that title because I thought it was so clever.
Yeah. They'll always expect it, never appreciate it.
Yeah.
They did great videos exposing Brittany's hypocrisy and lies and stupidity and her greed and entitlement. I mean, here she is at tax time, naming off all her expenses. And it's all things you're lucky if that's your expenses, like Canva, ink and paper, nothing of like actual substance.
Which are actual business expenses that you can write off on your taxes, by the way.
Which I'm pretty sure she did, but she needed her audience to pay the taxes for the income she was only able to make because of said audience.
I mean, you could just basically write off a percentage of your rent as an office space since you get a 1099 or 1040. You can write off your internet bill. You can write off your cell phone, like parts of your cell phone bill. You can even write off. There's multiple things you can write off on your taxes for business expenses. But if you're a kid, if you're a couple with multiple kids, you're probably not paying that much taxes because not only do you have the standard deduction, but you also have your kids as well. So she's probably not paying that much taxes, to be honest with you.
I'm sure tax time is the only time she tries to claim all 5.
Paid. So, I mean, if it's paying the bills, why not sell your soul? I mean, maybe that was a little dramatic, but you know what I mean.
Like, I would not talk about it with her. And so it wasn't until after I left that I realized how much she was actually in it. And
in the drama,
like the trauma chats and stuff. Like I don't know. But yeah, so there was either way, regardless. It was at that point when I was like, okay, I need to just figure this out myself. So that's that night when she was like, oh my God, they just showed up. They literally were in an ambulance and they got out with the gurney, with the white sheets and were running up to my house. And usually
with the gurney with white sheets and she thought she was being fucking swatted. Does that make sense to anybody else?
Well, I mean, no. It doesn't. It's because it comes from the mind of a fucking idiot.
Right. Oh, I know, Johnny G. It's amazing. Hey, Psyops, is that you?
Yeah, it's me.
Okay. Make sure we didn't have an impersonator coming on up. Yeah, this is miraculous. And all this happened, like Aaron said, in a matter of 3 minutes. No record of call. There was no reports to LE, nothing. But Brittany wanted everybody to believe she was swatted.
It didn't make sense to her either. She knew she wasn't being swatted. It was just a selling point to her.
Right. Exactly. Just like this time around. It's a way to paint herself as a victim. Miraculously, these things always happen around the holidays.
It's weird how that works, isn't it?
It is. It is. And then right away, her little moderators and stuff say how that visit from the police is going to impact her income. Because normal people would think if you were that traumatized by an alleged SWAT that you're going to take a few days off and, walk your children through it, comfort them and all those things. Not Brittany, though. She'll go live twice a day now instead of once because she's seeing higher views than she has in weeks. That's why.
Does the saying go, don't let a good tragedy go to waste or something like that?
Probably in her world. I wouldn't doubt it. Priceless, I was being a smart ass. I don't know if she actually does or not. I will find out though when that what is Rowena's favorite 2 words? Forensic accountant takes place. We'll find out then.
Seen the looks on their faces, like they were terrified, blah blah blah. Like whoever said something told them that they were coming into something really bad. So at the time when I'm hearing this, I'm like, seriously, we need to figure out who did this. Like I'm FOIAing the 911 call because at that point I'm like, this is too far.
You think all of the people that she's told you about behind the scenes are legitimately going after her at this point, so you want to help your friend. I got you.
So that night I literally went to and her police station. I FOIA'd it. The next day I got a voicemail and it was from their, what's it called?
Take notice of all the names that are in this chat at that time, calling Brittany out for the liar that she is. You'll notice a lot.
By the way, something she's going to say. Oh, was she's going to say? Oh, was Mal the original FOIA starter? No, actually, Mal was not the original FOIA starter because Mal had permission from Brittany J, and they were friends. And Brittany J asked Mal to FOIA. That's the one thing I wanted to point out.
Right? Yeah, Brittany asked Mal to get that information for.
Yeah. So I mean, the fact is, it's quite the opposite with Joneson. Joneson literally fucking got the. She basically found out information from Queen when they were friends.
Being friends with Queen. Like Queen shared a personal story with Joneson, friend to friend, mother to mother. Joneson then remembered that while having a falling out with Queen and sought out the police report knowing the details of the situation.
It had to do with a child.
Yeah, she knew.
And then she said, "Wow, this is too hot for me to do. Let me hand it to this lemon turd that's obsessed with her because she's my enemy," according to her own words. That's what she said on Elevated Truth, because that was her enemy, Real Gray there, and then proceeds to lie to everyone, including her friend Nunya, who later on, Nonsense just read a chat conversation with Nunya, who stated, Joneson did. I don't know how did that lemon turd get that information? We didn't hand that information to him. No one did. Meanwhile, they all lied. They lied to the audience. They lied to everyone. And they really did hand that secretly. And the only reason why they had to come out and tell the truth, fucking rats in over there, was because Queen FOIA'd the person who FOIA'd it, and found out who did it. And they got caught red-handed.
FOIA'd the FOIA.
So it's like these people are known liars and nasty people. And that's why
as expected, he comes out later and exposes the little kept secret that Joneson gave it to him, wanted him to put it out, and that she purposely sought it out.
Yeah.
This shit's like FOIA Inception. It's got wild.
We're gonna FOIA the FOIA. FOIA the FOIA.
Yeah, I mean it's gotten wild as fuck, y'all. I don't know what y'all be up to these days.
We're gonna FOIA your hairdresser, psyops. We're gonna find out how you got your hair that way.
Yeah.
What's crazy about it is every time she FOIAs a FOIA or somebody FOIAs a FOIA, the FOIA comes back from within the calls coming from within the home. FOIA is happening by the people she's friends with.
Yeah.
I mean, it's miraculous. It's like, yeah, okay. So you blame the quote unquote haters for calling CPS. Turns out it was your ex-panel guest. You blame me for being this fucking channel for a year and a half. Turned out it was your ex-mod. You blame people for FOIAing your house. It turns out it was your ex-friends that you asked to FOIA, including your most current one, Bracken. And yet you try to blame this on everybody else.
Yeah, that's why it's hilarious to fucking rats in over there. It's like, I never lied to you. This lady lies so many times on a fucking pen. It's just crazy. That group of people lie so much. It's hilarious, actually.
And they think by saying I never lied that people are gonna be like, oh yeah, sure, they don't lie. Hey,
yeah, okay.
You know what else is funny about all that? By the way, Wolfie, I saw you in a chat saying that quote, the calls coming from within the home, is a Scream reference. It is not. It's not the movie that's from.
I thought that was When a Stranger Calls.
It is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what the movies come from. A stranger with the babysitter downstairs.
The babysitter, and they calls the police, and the police, they're like, the call is coming from within the home. And then it's like, oh shit.
They made a remake of that movie too. There was the original, and they made
Granny, aren't you always criticizing men because you say they know too much about movies?
Well, men do oddly quote movies a lot, but that's like a classic quote. Come on.
We stutter, and I didn't know that.
Yeah. Sorry if you didn't know that, but it's the best way to describe the situation, because every single time it's like, no, bitch, the calls are taking place from your own camp. Stop pointing your grubby little fingers over here. You know.
Oh, the shit always comes from over there. It always comes from over there. There has been like a couple of instances, whatever, but I mean, there's all kind of crazy folks in this fucking community. We just got to get away from it being okay or being seen as okay at all to do that kind of shit. Like, it's
and here's the biggest thing. Even if people are calling, I don't know if people are calling out a genuine concern or if they're doing it to cause havoc, right? What I do know, though, is that the only person that can prevent it from happening again isn't preventing it from happening again. So I can preach to the choir all day and say, I disagree with you guys making these calls, which I've had from day one. At the end of the day, though, people are going to do what they're going to do. And especially when the calls are coming from within the home. I think this is a coordinated, year after year, documented grift of Britney's. And I think people that have been around for a few years will agree with me at this point.
it's a red herring to focus on who made the call.
Right.
Because we're never going to know for sure unless the person comes out, right? And we can, and that can be proven. And also, why do we care as much about who made the call as why the call was fucking made?
That's my point, Lynn.
Yeah,
and not
that's
only
the real question.
Right. And like we found out who called CPS, right? Again, it was Dark Horse, Brittany's ex-friend, who was emailing Brittany warning she planned on making this call. Yet Brittany still says they called CPS. Bitch, I ain't never called CPS on you a day in my life. Why do you keep saying they? Because it's easier for Brittany to be seen as a victim of an entire group than to admit she's a victim of her own actions. Covert narcissist. This bitch will burn everything around her just to feel vindicated as something.
The other big red herring that has really bothered me through this whole scenario is it does not matter what made that sound after he said the Swiss cheese remark.
Yeah, it's a distraction.
What matters to the court is what a reasonable person would think after getting a threat like that.
Yeah.
The court wouldn't say, oh, what was it really? The court would say, would a reasonable person believe that they were being threatened with gun violence if they were told they were, going to be Swiss cheese by a big gun and then they heard that sound? Yes, they absolutely would.
Dumpster trash. I've never FOIA'd anything ever in my life. So you can't say everyone has. And no, I agree. Just like when Craig said, I'm going to lose my channels and I'm going to lose my life. That's a fucking threat. I took that as a threat. And that's all. And Brittany, in case you're unaware of how restraining orders go, that's how it works. You can't dictate how the person, like you can't say, oh, well, Craig meant this or Craig was saying if. No, it is up to the filer if they feel and if the judge can reasonably attach that to a feeling of fear. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Dumpster trash, bullshit.
Yeah, they're just out. You could have stayed if you stayed a little bit on topic, but now you're just talking shit.
Well, that's a good name for that person.
Out, right.
Out with the trash. Let's continue.
That they don't even come on it.
Like their information person or something. Whoever I ended up sending, whoever I ended up sending the FOIA to is who I ended up. They called me. And they were just like, hi, Mallory, can you please give us a call back? We have a few more questions on your FOIA request that you sent in. We need to clarify a few things, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay. So I called back and they immediately answered. And I kind of just, public information, yes, thank you, public information.
What is that?
And I was just like, well, I do a YouTube show. Like, I know this is hard.
Why is that photo there?
I think that was what she put on the show.
Oh. Well, that's how you know how goofy looking Brittany is when she has to use those goofy looking things just to show her face.
No, I think that was Dietz doing it. I'm not sure. That looks like Dietz's background and everything. I don't think that was...
Because I thought these were like TikTok filters that Brittany uploaded videos using.
Maybe. I mean, who knows? But I think maybe that was from the show. I'm not sure.
When you bring up YouTube, it's almost like to law enforcement. It's like, oh, okay, YouTube. And I was like, okay, well, I do YouTube live every night.
Or it's an edit from Tragedy.
It was spotted last night. Right. And I really want to be able to get the 911 call because I want to be able to hear the voices so we know who it was and so on and so forth. So we can go on from there. And he was like, well, that's the thing. There wasn't a 911 call. And I was like, what do you mean there wasn't one? And he was like, yeah, there wasn't one. There was, I'm trying to think of the exact verbiage that he used because I don't want to be quoted as lying or anything.
Something tells me it's not Mallory who's the liar in this situation. Just a hunch, just a hunch.
But it was something along the lines of there was no 911 call. There was no 911 call to that address. EMS or someone didn't go to that address, but then they said something along the lines of, now there was a call on that street earlier in the day, and it could have been something where the EMS just showed up at the wrong house.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So to me, that would mean, if it was earlier in the day or whatever, and it was at the wrong house, that would mean that it happened earlier in the day to Brittany's house, where they knocked on the door by accident and realized, oh, we got the wrong house and left. And then Brittany came on later and literally recreated the swatting in
exactly what she did, exactly what she's always done. It's what she did this time too. I mean, shocker there. Holy shit.
That's hilarious.
I mean, who the fuck thinks they're coming out with gurneys and white sheets and it's a SWAT? And then Brittany tried to twist that like they knew they were going to kill somebody. But you're stupid. You're putting dead bodies on the gurney, not a black bag, but I mean, come on, shut up. Hey, Mal. Mal, do you know the exact date of this fake SWAT? Because I forget.
We're all suddenly quiet, waiting for the response with bated breaths.
Yeah, sorry, I was talking to my daughter too.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Mal, thank you. So I believe if somebody disliked her a lot more, would have been allegedly and worded it very differently. Well, again, it's hard to take somebody like her serious when she was crying that she was doxxed and threatened since 2021. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
she's a liar. I mean, can we just admit this, that she's a fucking liar and she makes up all this stuff? She's like the boy that cried wolf.
Yeah, she absolutely is. Repeatedly cried wolf too. Like the same repeat, like she has a pattern. I don't know how people even attempt to defend it anymore. And all those fake little Christians in her chat that spent the other day while two children coughed drastically behind her, writing scriptures in the chat, you're all fake fucking Christians too. All of it's so fake. With true crime. Isn't that the truth? Pretending to be the victim is her script. Yep.
It is fake. It's a mask that the certain type of person wears, where it's like they know that normal people are supposed to care or supposed to pray or whatever the things they do in their area, like whatever their culture is. And they just repeat them with no authenticity whatsoever. And it's how you end up in situations like talking about sending thoughts and prayers or all that stuff for a kid, but not stepping up and saying like, hey, instead of just these prayers and shit, why don't you carry him to the doctor and get some fucking medicine or something?
Bro, Psyops, that picture, you know what's making me think that picture of you is that's you after seeing your tax bill. Yeah, from the IRS. You just look into the void, you're like, it's all gone.
That's exactly what it is. That is so spot on. That is me after seeing my tax bill. You're right.
You got your answer from Mal. I sent in the FOIA at 11:30 p.m. on 5/24/23 saying it just happened. So May 24th, 2023 at 11:30 p.m.
I don't know. I just think it's hilarious that she lied and she lied again and people believed her. And now she's grifted for $1,500. She's, guys, I have 11 days. I need $1,500 for my children. Bro, that's pretty expensive gifts for your kids. I don't know.
So wait, so I missed that. She's asking for $1,500 again?
Yeah, for Christmas.
She is once again asking for your financial support.
She has a GoFundMe.
Jesus Christ. A GoFundMe?
Yeah, you don't spend $750 each Christmas on yours. Come on now.
Holy shit. This chick has no fucking shame. My God.
It's insane. That shit's insane. I mean,
absolute
like two or three hundo is like that's the figure. That shit's nuts. I can't believe she's trying to spend that.
Here's the other thing, right? If you're really in that much financial need, normally people that are by October, November at the latest, you sign up for local help. She always waits till the second week in December to start asking her audience for this large sum. It's always $1,200, $1,500 for two kids.
Bro, that's a lot of money for
She told people that she doesn't do Amazon wish list. She once told me they don't deliver to her.
That's a lot.
Right. The second time it was I forget what the excuse was. She just did a fundraiser. The other time it was, I don't want people to mess with my wish list because they fucked with mine. They marked everything as coming and then none of it came. And then this time she's saying, because my kids don't play with toys, they want electronics. After her and Craig sat there and had a whole discussion about how many electronics they have that they don't touch.
Yeah, like first off, I don't know if this is like a simple thing, but I thought like Christmas, did you just get like, maybe I was poor. But like getting like 2 video games was like a big deal.
Oh my God. I know one Christmas I managed to get like a Sega. And I remember that's a big one. Yeah, well, hold on. I don't think it came with a game or nothing like that. And I opened this fucking thing up and have a game, and they were like, you know, oh, maybe birthday, maybe something like that, you can get one. And the only way I could play this some bitch was to go and rent one every few weeks from the
Blockbuster.
Yeah.
I remember though when I got my PlayStation, and this was a big deal. It was like really big, and I opened up the gifts, like the games, and they got it for the wrong system. and
Oh.
the Toys R Us didn't want to accept it because it was opened. So my parents had to like get shrink wrap and seal it themselves to try to get a return for it because they wouldn't accept it, Toys R Us. Otherwise,
Oh, that's funny. Well,
Yeah.
Missy Lou, she has her audience convinced that she's not getting a pay. That the money she's collecting now via super chats, she won't see till January. She's totally misleading them that she's not getting a check this December at all.
Can we just agree that when you've been a true crime YouTuber for 3 years or 4 years, and you say that that's your income and your job, and that every one of those years you have been collecting extra funds from your chat
right
for this, that, and the other, that you are failing, that you're not good at that job, and that you should do something else, anything else?
Well, why didn't your man go get a the holiday job if you
There's
couldn't
the
afford
real
Christmas,
question right there.
Exactly. And not only that, but those kids are old enough. They are well old enough. We hear the way they speak to her, the entitlement. She claimed the one time that the kid came up to her and said, "Mom, are you still broke?" Because he wanted Robux, right? Robux, whatever you call them. They're old enough to sit them down and say, "I know you really want this electronic, but you have this one, and this one you haven't touched. So we're not going to get that. You don't get that expensive of a gift. Choose something else." And you give them a little list, or you send them on Amazon and you go to the kids that are appropriate age gifts for them and you let them pick out a few items. Beggars don't get to be choosers, and you don't get to teach your kids that without hard work, you don't get nice, finer things.
There.
Teach them the value of a fucking item. My
Yeah,
kids were
that's-
taught from an early age Santa doesn't supply electronics. If their friend got a phone, that's wonderful. Their parents worked hard for it. When they get to a certain age, you can make them aware of life's real struggles. And that's all she has to do. You believe those kids believe in Santa? No fucking way.
Yeah, I
Tell them,
agree with that.
you don't get the electronics this year. She told us all the electronics they have sitting about that they don't touch. She should have sold that shit. Her and Craig were talking about selling the dirt bikes months ago. Why didn't you sell them to come up with Christmas money? That's the problem when you sit there, you spoil rotten your fucking kids, and then when the holidays come, you don't know what to get them. But better yet, you want the audience to fucking get it. Fuck that. Go dust off that fucking Switch 2 that he got after you lied to everybody about it, and put a motherfucking bow on it and say Merry Christmas.
Fucking panhandling.
Fucking disgusting.
That's what it is. It's internet sign flying. That's all that it is. I don't get any of it. You're right too. It's so important once your kids get to a certain age to teach them about that kind of stuff. I mean,
Absolutely it is.
I always have done that with mine. I've always taught them the value of $1, and I couldn't imagine even considering trying to ask for $1,500 for gifts for 2 fucking kids. I don't know. I don't have that in me. I would like crawl in a hole and die first. I mean, and furthermore, a 40-year-old man should be able to go out and, I mean, at maximum like 2 weeks and knock out 15 hundo. Like, I don't know what he's doing.
Why the fuck do those kids need $750 worth of Christmas gifts? Can somebody make that make fucking sense?
Well, here's another idea.
Because they're so well behaved? Because they show so much appreciation for the other items they have? I mean, what the fuck? Am I the only one? Like, I live realistically with my kids. You asked me for that PlayStation. You never fucking touched it. I'm not buying you the latest system.
Do they have pawn shops? Is there pawn shops in North Carolina?
Of course there is.
Okay. How many people? I mean, again, if you're in such a pinch and you need gifts, go pawn one of those weapons for a short period. Pawn a tool. Go do something. There's so many options, and so many people have had to do other things outside of, I don't care what it is. Take it to the pawn shop, sell items out of their house. There is no excuse. But I've only popped up here really quick to say this. I tried warning people about this with the Discord that she was building a couple weeks ago, and I tried again just a few days ago. She has been intentionally building that Discord and isolating these people into Discord for this specific purpose.
Oh,
absolutely. She tried with Patreon. It didn't pan out. Just like this is wash, rinse, repeat. And Jess and many others have seen it for a long time. But she is trying to isolate them. This whole performance last night with the mods, the mod accidentally, that was intentional. She had it in her lineup.
What happened? I didn't watch.
Oh, her mod supposedly accidentally dropped her PayPal pool. It was all in her links, the way they had it all laid out. And at
How
first
does
she
a
was
mod
like,
accidentally get that link?
oh, girl, do you want to see it?
Accidentally?
Do you want me to send you the video and the timestamp so you can see it? Because it's the most
Yeah.
embarrassing thing. Okay, let me
I would
hop
love
down
to
it.
hear somebody accidentally gets this link, and not only that, but it's 2 weeks before Christmas. How long you collecting money for? The fuck?
Well, she's had it up since the 11th too, and she wasn't. That's why she went live yesterday and was
Oh, and
shit
she was swatted?
talking me and others. Like, it's so fucking ridiculous. But I'll hop down and send you that link. I just wanted to say that, like, there are so many things. There are many people in here, you know, good Christians. That's not the meaning of Christmas as is all of these presents and gifts and stuff. It's bullshit. Like, all of this is bullshit. If it was keeping the lights on or an emergency situation, that's a whole different thing. And again, her subs are going to do what they want to do. But this is ridiculous and disgusting when she just took over $10,000 for legal fees that didn't happen.
And let me disagree with you that if it was for like keeping lights on or anything, I'm going to disagree with you again because she has an able-bodied, capable man.
I
Go
know.
out there and ring the motherfucking bell and hold a bucket. How
Bro,
dare you?
dress up as fucking Santa and start working at the fucking mall to get some extra change.
Dude,
I
you
agree.
can get a job driving a forklift and make upwards of $20 an hour fairly fucking easy. I
Well,
mean,
right
You could go
now,
clean up dog shit.
right now, a lot of places are hiring for a holiday hub. A lot of the stores, Amazon, personal drivers, all of that. Ninja Mod,
Yeah.
thank you for becoming a member. There's,
Okay,
it's
Jess,
just,
I'm going to send you that.
and I think she purposely waits to this time period because it's always 2 weeks before Christmas. She did the same thing the last 2 years. I think she does that on purpose because there's a sense of urgency, as if her kids will have nothing. Matter of fact, while you look for that clip, I'll look for the clip where she's fucking crying and lying that her kids aren't going to have nothing for Christmas. And we're like, well, when the fuck did you go shopping then? She's a liar.
Accidentally dropping a link from
I love that.
That's a very Natasha-esque move.
They accidentally dropped it. And did she make a big deal about it? Like, oh my God, they accidentally dropped that.
Good job, Brittany, carrying on the Natasha legacy.
How much do you think that watch? Didn't we say how much that watch on Craigslist costs? Why can't he go turn that back in?
I know
Sell
I'm
it.
in the minority, but I don't think that Natasha was ever close to as bad as Brittany is.
Oh, that's a lie.
No,
that's because time has passed and you're forgetting, my friend. Bad at doing it. Natasha was good at doing it. That's the difference.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
what I mean.
Oh, okay.
Natasha was smooth. Natasha was very smooth, and she was super charismatic and entertaining. But Brittany tries, but she doesn't achieve.
Right. Yeah, you're right. They sat there and bragged about. Craig said we can come on here and just talk and make money. Oh shit, we should go live all the time. And now she isn't she up in her time of going live? She's going live like suddenly and more times a day and all.
I'm going to send you this in a text message and hop down and join you guys from the chat. But you guys this is just frustrating to watch all of this happen. But I'm going to send you the link and the timestamp, and then you can grab it, Jess.
I'm sorry, Nonsense. I didn't hear you. I had to take the headset off for a second.
No, you're okay. I'm going to text this link over to you with the timestamp.
Okay.
So you have it. And I'm going to hop down and join you from the chat.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
I know, Palm Tree. So where does her monthly YouTube checks go? And she just said the other day that her channel was doing great, that she's making money.
I'm going to
absolutely, Cletus.
I'm going to keep saying it. It goes to debt. In my opinion, it goes
what debt though?
What debt? I think that they took out lines of credit.
Do you? Who do you think would give them a credit?
I have wondered that myself. There's all
Anybody-
kind of companies that will definitely take advantage of people who are hard up. So maybe some kind of like
they might have taken out lines of credit based on a pending inheritance.
yeah,
And
exactly, because they got
there are
collateral.
all kinds of predatory credit companies that will give you a line of credit with a huge interest rate. And you know, she kept talking about this Best Buy. You know, I just believe that part of their issue is servicing all kinds of credit that they've built up. I really do.
Usually stupid people like them do end up with a lot of that. So
Yep,
I can definitely see it.
How many people, I'm not asking for people to answer this in chat. I don't want your personal financial information. But how many people get into, I did when I was young, I got into credit debt, and it was really, really hard for a while. I'm no longer in credit debt, but it really sucks because you're paying more credit. You get your paycheck and more than half of it goes to credit. And
Yeah, but you know what? She's never mentioned like, oh, I got to pay back this loan, and she always brings up her financial hardship. She always mentions bills and stuff. She's never mentioned one.
Well, she won't admit that it's credit, but she keeps talking about her fucking Best Buy credit cards, and then they're always talking about, what, have you ever heard of credit?
Right, but they didn't start saying that until after she started the gift and go. And I think it was a way to justify the new shopping sprees they were going on without admitting that she was spending that gift and go, because she's never mentioned a Best Buy credit card or anything prior to that in all these years.
I just think that they're the type of people that will get money any way they can, or they will get, ways to, get free credit. Even doing the RICO for free, that was credit. Because
I think they're so stupid, they just want things and they don't care. Like, they would sign anything, agree to anything, do anything if it got them another phone ring or whatever thing it is that they're obsessed with. I could definitely see them signing some kind of inheritance as collateral for some level of debt, but that's just me.
It's just speculation.
Yeah, I totally disagree. I think that with that give send go and that money coming in plus her regular check, they went on a little spending spree, and that was the best way she can come up with justifying the sudden the spending that they've never done before. They've never done a shopping spree like she did after that give send go was set.
Maybe.
Yeah, nobody will ever really know. Hey, Cletus.
Hey, I've got a question / theory, right? So the other night, she brought somebody up on her panel that it sounds like came from the old community, right, with NC. And there's been a lot of talk from that side about NC. And I'm wondering, are they trying to fully merge the two communities and allow that old community to sort of flourish again and take over this one?
Who are you talking about?
Yeah. I don't think so, and I'll tell you why. Because that old community is still very much in their own little drama verse, like they're still going. Okay. And I don't think Natasha actually has drugged Brittany rather recently, so I don't think she would ever like line up with them or anything.
Okay, I don't know anything I don't know anything about the old one, but just little things that I hear, little innuendos, and I'm like, could that be what she's doing? Because there is one thing I truly believe is that Brittany is tired of the bullshit, even though she doesn't have what it takes to just shut the fuck up and move on.
I think there are certain people that Brittany would like to bring back in. Like she was trying to dog whistle to Lindsay, and who was savage, who is a savage. I mean, she does more real life than actually being on YouTube. And
but also a perpetual victim like Brittany.
Yeah.
So they would collide in that attention.
She's more clever at being funny and also a victim at the same time. And also much more of a digger than anybody on here. And I put it this way. This woman, Lindsay, found a woman on an open cam at Elvis's house. Okay. Getting off a bus. Found her on the cam to prove that she was fat. All right. So, I swear to God. She found Crafton in jail when he said that he was in the hospital. Okay.
Is that the one that used to tell that gross story about the hair in her throat?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I don't know who that would be actually.
So I think
she used to have a job as a certain type of phone operator. She said.
Oh, Holly.
No, that's Holly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Brittany would like to recruit real lifers like them who actually were very critical of Brittany at one time, but Brittany doesn't care about that as long as she can get those real lifers on her side.
Right. Yeah.
But
actually, when Kim was over here, Kim was hanging out with Natasha.
Yeah. And then Kim permanently went back over to Natasha, and now Kim and Crafton are not anywhere to be found over there. To believe it or not, Natasha is still on YouTube, and Natasha still goes live on YouTube, and they do have their own drama going on over there, but they're very irrelevant because Natasha loses her channel every 3 months because she's ban evading. So, so it will
No, I
never.
think what Brittany's just doing is using Pink to validate her. But here's the thing with Pink. Pink will go hard for anybody she sees as an underdog. It's not even that like Pink genuinely feels how she feels, because believe me, Pink has spoken enough about Griffney, and she was best friends at one point with Lindsay, who made an entire channel dedicated to calling out Brittany's tragedy pimp ways and Grifton ways and all that. That's really what it comes down to. Pink doesn't even, Pink's just Pink, man.
You heard Pink the other day on Queen's panel say, "I actually like you, Queen," right? So, Jenny,
well, a lot of that's just trying to get attention, in my opinion, right? Like,
right.
I truly think that's what it is. In terms of her going hard for anybody, I don't think she goes hard for anybody except herself, and she's horrible at fucking trying to drag anybody because she makes no damn sense and yells entirely too much. But my point was more just, to me, it looks like BJ tries to bring, like you said, real lifers, the nastiest of the nasty into her circle to let them do what they do and incite them to do what they do. And I was just thinking about that when I heard that whole discussion on her panel the other day.
Yeah, I think but the thing is, it's part of the insanity because it never works. I mean, Moon was part of that crowd too, and that didn't work.
Well, and the thing with Pink is, like you said, because she would go live and maybe have 2 people in the chat, right? A lot of these people come from that old sector and act like they're coming in to defend Brittany because they want Brittany's gullible subscribers. That's it. That's all. And I called that out from the start. Lindsay did it. I mean, not Lindsay. Moon did it. Kim was trying it. Angela flip-flops either which way, whatever way gives her more attention. And that's what this woman's now doing. They see it as an easy way to find themselves in this sector over here because nobody wants them in the old sector.
Gotcha.
So it's a way to get their foot in the door. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Right. So they're all just using each other.
Time will tell.
In the end.
All right. Well, that's all I was going to ask about.
Now, wait. Somebody said you pointed out 3 major lies with Brittany's SWAT. Do you happen to recall any?
So she went live on the 5th, right? The morning that this went down. And what she said, we went through all 3 real scenarios where she heavily discussed it, the 5th, the 6th, and the 12th. And on the 5th, it seemed like the majority of what she said was absolutely the truth. And she even acknowledged Craig's wrongdoing and said that's why she ended her stream. But then diverted from that to blame Clue for clipping Craig saying what I thought was, "You're way higher than me," right? And she focused heavily on that. Then on the 6th, she comes on after she's released this security footage. She comes on and she says that she was swatted and says that there was another call and it was unrelated to the one that morning. Then on the 12th, when she was kind of forced to read out the report, she says, "Well, let me tell y'all what happened. The call, when they came out that afternoon, it was entirely a mistake because the sheriff had sent the tip to 2 different departments within the sheriff's department." So she lied and perpetuated this lie for a while, that there were multiple calls that day and that the 2 incidents were unrelated. And the fact of the matter is, I'm still not convinced that the 4:30 call was actually what she showed security footage of, because the incident or the call log that she displayed herself says follow-up investigation, no contact.
Which means they didn't have any contact with Brittany or Craig.
For what it's worth, I'm not saying it's legit. I'm not saying it's valid, but I did run a 30-second sample of her security footage that she released through some analysis, and it says that it's most likely in the time frame of 7 p.m. to 11 p.m., which coincides with what she said on the 6th when she came out and said, so this all started at 11 p.m. And she said, wait a minute, I'm wrong.
Oh.
And I'm like, you know, when you just put the pieces of the puzzle together and consider her strategy of lying and how she lies and how bad she is at it, it makes me ask the question. That's all.
How do we know she's not using footage from a different visit?
Well, we don't, right?
Right.
We don't even know that those were the only visits. We know that those are the visits that are recorded in the call log that she displayed. We also know that Craig sort of corroborates her story about them actually coming in, but everything Craig talks about and she talks about that, you know, they seem to align with all refer to what happened that morning.
Well, okay, and because there's no way the police aren't gonna mistake workout equipment for heaters. They're not gonna lie about a gun being loaded or not, and they're certainly not gonna lie about no contact. So
Well,
again, who are we to believe? The police report or Brittany and Craig?
I think there's margin of error for all of it, right? But when you look at the multiple pieces of it that actually align, it seems pretty clear that the majority of the story came from that visit that morning. That's not to say that there wasn't a visit. I mean, obviously, at some point there was a visit with multiple guys,
right?
That she got security footage of, but I'm just not 100% convinced that it's at the time of day that she says it was, or even necessarily on the day she says it was.
Well, she lied about the time of the CPS visit as well. Remember?
Yeah.
And then you have her, so that was the 11th or whatever. And then the 13th, her mother accidentally dropping a PayPal pool link for Christmas.
Yeah, I don't think that was so much of an accident. I think that was a way to get it out onto YouTube because she can't recruit enough people in her Discord and get enough people to
private donations.
Discord. So she probably had them not accidentally drop it and then play, oh, that was an accident, but go ahead. It's fine. I don't believe that was an accident at all.
After getting everybody emotionally worked up that, oh, this poor family and her poor kids that had to survive a SWAT and how scary it was and unbelievable.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I said. That's what happened with CPS, right? They went out there. Brittany and Craig didn't answer the door, so they came back with backup. That's what I think happened here. I think they went out. Brittany and Craig didn't answer the door, so they went out with backup. And I think she switches those situations and claims they come with backup, and then later come like less people, which doesn't make any sense. I don't know, dude. Everything about her is just unbelievably questionable.
Yeah, it's a little wild.
Bounce.
Well,
Thanks.
You know what? It's just it's a safe environment. It just has firearms in there. It's just fine.
Bye, psyops.
By psyops, just loaded firearms and direct reach of the children, but also locked away in a gun safe.
I think everybody can have their opinion about the safe or unsafe nature of it, but I'm more interested in the lies around it. You know what I mean? Like you said, because she had said the night this happened, she said that, or she was speaking about that night and said that the firearms weren't out. She was trying to debunk that was the sound of a gun being racked, saying that there weren't even any firearms. There
was a chair.
Yeah, they were all put up. They were all secured. But then obviously the incident report says that morning when law enforcement was there were two that were loaded, even though Craig doesn't agree that one not being in the chamber is still loaded, even though that is the case. And it's like, well, if you're saying that night when the sound was made, there weren't any firearms out, then what sparked the need to get them out and load them between that time and the time law enforcement showed up? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, she also claimed before that they both walk around the house with the loaded pistol on them. Remember when they said that before?
Yeah, and it is interesting that we tested the sound with, our own whatevers and had somebody on the phone and they were like, yeah.
I think there's an argument to be made that it was, and there's an argument to be made that it wasn't, right? The only person that truly knows are the one that made that sound.
But I have a question. Did you test it with a squeaky chair?
No.
Okay, then that's the problem. You didn't do all the tests. How about a controller?
No, I did not.
Wow.
Well, what's amazing about that is we've never heard that sound prior or since after, right?
No, I mean, I'm my personal opinion is it was an AR style shotgun, which we've all seen pictures of him owning.
Mm-hmm.
What it sounded truly like to me
And
was,
based on what he said the other day on her live, is kind of alludes to that's what it is. He didn't say that's what it was in that noise, but he said when he was described, when she was reading that report on the 12th, he said it's an assault shotgun.
He did. Yep.
So,
which is crazy. I'm sorry, but the fact that they come out there and knowing now, if they're not lying, that it was for, what did he say? Terroristic threatening or something
he
like
said
that.
it was over. He said what that guy told him was they were there for his political and religious views.
Right. And then he literally comes back on while they're talking about the situation, or she is, and he's like, well, if them kids weren't here, I'd have put it in his fucking face. I'd have shot him through the window. Like, that shit's crazy to me.
But they're responsible gun owners. What were you going to say, Lynn? What it sounded like?
It sounded like something being thrown on a table.
Like he dropped it on the table or something?
Like he dropped something on a table. Don't know what, right? Because I can't see it. But what was crazy to me was that she wanted us to believe that he was pulling something out of, like he was taking his phone out of a charger.
I don't hear her, but I see her bubble moving.
Yeah, I can hear her. It's just
I
your
can hear her
audio.
too.
Oh, that's
All right,
weird.
We'll drop.
Oh no!
Thank you guys for coming up.
All right, thanks.
Bye.
So weird. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, that's so weird. What's so weird to me is that she wants us to believe that immediately after he says, "I'll Swiss cheese your ass," that he would, that the natural action after that would be to pull his phone out of a charger.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Right. Pull his phone out. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
That's what makes sense.
And whatever it was loud enough on her end that it woke her out of her snoring slumber too.
And freaked her out. And freaked her out enough to say, stop, right?
Right.
Don't pull your
right. Don't pull your phone out. Stop it.
Stop that.
You don't have to take it that far.
Yeah.
The whole thing is disgraceful at the end of the day. Fuck the noise we heard. Listen to the words he said. And not just the words that night. Listen to the words prior. Listen to the words after. This man is itching to fire that gun at somebody. He is itching and looking for a moment, so much so that he thinks he'd be justified in shooting a delivery person, okay? This guy is a ticking time bomb. And anybody who doesn't believe so, go fuck yourself and watch a true crime documentary.
But wait a minute. I thought he was a peaceful Christian that believed in, love and kindness
That
to
man
your neighbors.
Yeah, right. He reads the scripture when he needs to validate his sick fucking beliefs. Tattoos, girl, get the fuck out of here. Hey, girl.
He's a prophet, like Chad Daybell.
Right, exactly.
He's the pocket prophet, the one
prophet
begs for money online. Imagine, you go.
I was going to say, just to add to the eerie, overall, vibes of this guy, he then sits in a room with red lights going. Like a fucking teenager. You know what I mean? Like the LED red lit room, sitting there shirtless, talking to the women. Like he's just overall like a fucking, they're weird. Yeah, and you're right, B. Tim. Imagine a man coming on the internet and saying, "You took food out of my autistic son's mouth. Bitch, you never put food on the table. Got all this money for guns and electronics and dirt bikes and all those things, but you've never done a fucking hard day of work to earn any of it."
True. At some point. But
well,
he's a loser.
Thanks for having me up. I'm gonna drop down. But,
yeah, I gotta start making dinner.
Aren't you gonna or just put some, rice with some gravy in the oven?
And cube steak, you know what? I thought
steak.
about it. I think I'm gonna have to make like homemade soup or something because I didn't really plan it out.
Delicious.
If I fast feed it in the crock pot, though, it may be done in time. So I think that's my go.
All right, it was good talking to you. Bye, guys.
You as well. Thank you, B. Tim.
And don't forget,
and B. Tim, really quick, don't forget, B. Tim, you're not a little bitch.
Oh well, I'll hide in my closet just like Craig does when men knock on the door. That's how. That's how. That's what appropriately what men usually do, right? Hide in the closet.
Mm-hmm. That's it. You know it. You know it. And they watch their sons cower in corners. Totally.
Absolutely. Well, I'll see you guys. Bye.
Bye.
And B10 kick rocks and leave Brittany alone.
All right. Well, use some hand lotion. You need it. You need it.
Bye.
Is there like some type of like finger exercises? All right, that didn't sound good. Never mind. Because the first thing that came to my mind, oh, baby. I do. It's been a long stream. It was nice though. I miss a few days and then I go live for longer. Kids are enjoying doing their things, sledding and all that. So got to do the classical warm dinner. I wonder if what are those things called? What are those little, holy shit, what are they called? Chicken Popeyes. They never fixed that alias. BJ said they did back in 2017. Remember when BJ said, y'all go ahead, I dare y'all to deep dive me. There ain't nothing on me. Matter of fact, who remembers in here when Brittany said that police report was Craig's father? How, looking back and thinking about it, how the fuck are you going to blame a deceased man for your man's actions? Do you remember that, Jill? How are you going to blame a deceased man? I mean, that's disgraceful. Yeah, the more and more I think, I used to think Clue was a little crazy when she would like insinuate there's maybe something more to that man's passing. But I'll tell you what, I think I'm there with you now, Clue. The more and more I hear and the more and more we know, I wouldn't even doubt it. Imagine that dateline. Campbell soup worker canned in his own garage. Get it? Canned. Campbell soup canned. That was a good one. That'd be a good title. Sad story, but I think it'd be an honest one. Thank you, Bro in Hell. I hate cooking now, and I do suck at it, but unfortunately, fast food is very expensive. Every girlfriend I've ever had, you're going to make me fat. Oh, I love a good cook. Right? You guys, isn't that a trendy name? That would be a good episode. Canned. And yeah. I think they should hire me as a producer for titles. Thank you, Never Say Never. Grammy's like, stop it. Remember a lot more. She always wanted to look God-fearing. Yeah, please. I've always said that's part of the facade, right? Like, I'm just like this, Christian woman. Like, it's all part of an image portrayed to the audience. But again, everything you see of Craig, that is her partner. That's the person she's been with for years. You don't stay with somebody like that. Nacho Cam, I saw you, girl, over in the blue face comments. I've been all up in that shit. Krishan Rock got her ass beat the other day. Smacked her right across her face. Got in a fight. Marking the rep, maybe. Rajman. I mean, that was intentional. A troll will grab that can's name. Yeah, they will. That's going to be their next title. I'm over 60. I must be dead. Sorry, Sunset Gazing. Listen, if any of you are over 50, 60, it is a blessing. They'll let Brittany shame you all. I still want to know, how the fuck are you going to sit there and say people are too old to be in drama, and your friend Reality, her fingers look like she's lived 400 years on Earth? You have no right to ageism anybody when your best friend is literally old enough to be your mother. That's how ignorant and unaware you are. I swear that girl has zero self-awareness. She has zero social awareness at all. They're just stunted in all aspects. I mean, fuck, even her teeth stopped growing. Stunted all around. No, I don't either, but looking like a mummy, that's being generous. I'll be 60 next year and look 20 years younger than BJ. Fact. I mean, she breathes like she's 90 years old and just got done running a treadmill. I don't think she has any place to be passing judgment on people. And then when she gets in her Christian act, when she's no longer Billy Badass and full of Duper's delight, that's when she turns into the sweet victim. And, y'all, they said I look like a bulldog shaved and taught to walk backwards. But won't remember or remind everybody how she was just sitting there talking about everybody else's looks, right? Like that's what makes her worse. You're the biggest liar because you lie about everything you are. You lie about your personal identity. You lie about your titles in your personal life. You're not a wife. Hell, you're hardly a mother. Everything about you is just one big old lie. And every time Craig gets access to that mic, he is breaking that bubble harder and harder. Sooner or later, baby, it's going to pop. Like a glorious big walking pimple that you are. It is going to pop. And it's going to pop all over my bank account. That will be the beautiful day. I appreciate you all being here today. Thank you very much. If you haven't, please consider hitting the thumb. Why are you growling? Scared me. The hell? I'll just hear that kid growl. All right. Anyhow, he's done sledding. Poor baby's freezing cold. I'm going to go get him some hot chocolate and stuff. But if you haven't, please consider hitting a thumbs up. I sincerely appreciate you all being here. Thank you so fucking much to those of you who sent a PayPal, Cash App, Super Chat, all of that. You just put Christmas underneath my Christmas tree. I'm just kidding. I was trying to sound like Brittany, but I can't. That sounds more like this. I need $750 per kid. Thank you, Pistol Amy. I really do appreciate you guys. I will see you all back here next time. Enjoy your Sunday. Be safe. Be warm. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye, bitches. Yeah, that was weird. That was weird, M. Kim. I don't know about that.